Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Shintaku podcast. I didn't forget the name. And this episode is about anime YouTubers and anime YouTube as a whole. Today we have with us today Master Arts.
Yo, I'm an armchair anime academic.
Next we have the real Kano.
Yes.
Please stand up. Then I don't think I introduced myself, but I was on every podcast, so you should know who I am by now. So I'm not going to do it. And we have our guest, Bay.
Ohayo gozaimasu. I'm the new transfer student here.
Yeah, let's go. This is how we're doing now.
All right, I'm the best vampire of all time. Vamp the Vampire, Vamp Cavendish. What's up, folks?
Nothing. We're trying to do a podcast and one of our hosts wasn't here on time. Right after we start the intro, he fucks off.
And one of our guests isn't here on time, and another host isn't here on time.
The other host
We are
never
so
comes back.
popular.
At least one of them said that they just wouldn't be here, or possibly might not be here.
And
So anime YouTube. My experience with it. I watched Digibro and that's like it. The end.
Yeah, same.
I started with Digibro and I'm going to end it with Digibro. I don't think I watch much anime YouTube outside of him now.
Yeah, I watched like in the past. I personally went through a phase of watching the Anime Man and way back Arcada from the Glass Reflections. First podcast I ever listened to was Podtaku. So I surprisingly have some more connections to the YouTube community than I originally thought. I'm glad
I doubt my memories of ever watching a card. But yeah, apparently I did. I know Kano probably... I don't know if Kano watches it if it's a meme, but he watched like Lost Blows. I also watched a bit of him as well. Back in the day.
well, I got...
Kano! Speak!
I'm talking, and I'm done talking.
yeah, well, I got into anime YouTube through Digibro, of course. And then through Digibro I got into Nate and Joe. Joe of Boston Select Fame. And then Joe has a podcast and he brings on random guests, and I got into like Sam Watches Anime and Karibo-kun through him, and Kenji when he still had a channel. And that's basically it.
Kano, explain your experiences
Yes.
with the YouTube community.
Okay, let's see how I started. Okay, my brother told me to watch anime, so I watched anime, and I was like, okay, how do I watch anime? Okay, I looked on YouTube, and I couldn't find anime, but I found anime YouTubers, and I found Giguk, I think I found Arcada, and that's, I think, how I found anime through anime YouTubers, and I was like, oh, these are amazing people. I mean, they talk about anime, and then after I grew up, I realized that they just talk bullshit all the time.
Yeah.
And then I don't watch AnyTube anymore. So that's
That's pretty
how
woke.
I'm feeling about the anime community right now.
I think
None of us actually watch YouTube anymore. Or have you all given up on it?
I think I've not. I mean, I watch quite a lot of it, but I don't think most of it is good. So, yeah.
I was in that state for a
Maybe.
bit. I think now I'm on the state where I'm just not watching any of it.
Mm.
I'm not even watching Joe's stuff anymore. And his stuff's good.
alrighty.
This podcast
So-
is really sad.
I'm just trying to get.
I still watch Digi and Joe and who else? Nate doesn't upload anymore. I still watch Digi and Joe.
What the fuck's Nate up to?
Apparently he's supposed to have a video come out real soon.
Is it gonna be the
Nate's been
Ghost in the
doing
Shell
a
video he
Nuzlocke.
announced 3 fucking years ago?
Yeah.
3
but
fucking
he's
years
been doing
ago,
a
he was
Nuzlocke.
like, yeah, you know, what fucking thing's done, it's just and he's still going.
He
Like,
will
I
always
don't-
be
I
remembered
think-
for Gundagan.
I don't know.
It's not gonna be that good. It's
I
probably
know it's not
good,
gonna
but
be
it's
that good.
Like, how many
'Cause,
years
like-
we waited for it?
Because, like, I don't know, like, I mean, Ghost in the Shell standalone complex, the anime he's talking about, is also one of my favorites, happens to be so. and I'm pretty sure he's not going to do it justice, but it's going to be entertaining.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
good, but it's not gonna be like anywhere near the worth the wait.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the best guy ever. He's an YouTuber. I think he said before he doesn't see himself as an YouTuber, or is that someone else?
Yeah, he doesn't really take
Yeah.
part in the AniTube community. Like, he doesn't know people or really
But he's like
go
a
and talk
fucking
to
big
people.
meme lord. He's like a big anime meme lord, though.
Yeah, he's a 4chaner, basically. And
Yeah.
he's also covering anime sometimes.
But he's like a big time anime 4chan meme thing guy.
Yes. He literally is a meme on 4chan.
He's designed himself to be a meme, though. He is the perfect meme.
The meme guy ever.
The memeiest meme, whoever memed.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, this podcast is trash.
So, best guy ever is Nuzzle that I mentioned earlier. I believe clocks in at like 100 plus hours. Like total time spent streaming. Not including like a little bit grinding off screen, I'm sure. But sure, it's not that much. Yeah, that's what he's been doing apparently. He apparently took like a month or two to do like a video called Sign of the Cross, a smash circle jerk for the announcement of the fucking Castlevania characters.
Yeah, Simon Belmont, I think.
And
Has he released that video? Because Smash is out now.
Yes, he has released it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Have any of you seen Alexander?
Yes.
Alexander.
No.
What do you think of it? I like it.
can't remember anything.
Yeah, good.
I think he's okay, but he only covers a few mainstream anime, and you kind of get the sense that he isn't that he hasn't seen that many shows, but his analysis is solid, I would say.
I think he has said that before, that he hasn't like watched as much as he should have.
Someone left. Bait
Fate
left.
died.
Shit.
Oh, left.
All right, real quick while Bait's gone. What the fuck happened to you guys recorded a podcast and are trashing it last week or something?
Yes.
Well, tell me about that. I know nothing, so the audience will also be able to learn.
Oh, you weren't there?
No, he
Nope.
wasn't there. He was at work or something.
I wasn't.
So what happened?
Well, we were talking about things we're way too into, and we had like too little to talk about, and we constantly got off topic. So far off topic. We eventually basically turned into fucking Scorn and I drawing shit in MS Paint.
Oh my god, this sounds amazing.
It
It
was
sounds
not.
like such like a so bad it's good kind of thing.
It wasn't.
It really wasn't.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Like, it was...
It was so bad it's boring, wahrscheinlich.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
just boring.
If I
There's a lot of problems with it. My own issues were
Yeah.
like, it was the first day that I was going to work, literally like a few hours later, and it'd be a night shift, so I was like incredibly nervous about that.
yeah,
So I
I
wasn't
can
like-
tell.
Yeah, I wasn't like up on it at that. I had also like, as much as I joke about not planning for these podcasts, I have like mental preparation I do. So I only had a day for that, but I barely had like any preparedness for it. So like I was just doing bullshit. I don't know what I was doing.
And I got into my point, and then we got off topic, and I never could complete my point.
Rest in
I think
peace.
the podcast
Yeah,
idea was good. It was just that, like, we weren't like we didn't know enough. We were like weren't interested in the same things. So like there would be like arts and irrelevant would be talking about an anime, and the rest of us would be completely silent because we
Yeah.
hadn't. We don't.
Oh yeah, Irrelevant was talking about the works of the works of Leiji Matsumoto, so like Captain Harlock especially, and he was talking about his frustrations with the franchise and kind of the nature of how the commercialization kind of ruined it.
Mm. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that makes sense why it's getting trashed.
Everyone is back now, so like you were
Yes.
talking about Alexander or something.
Yes, Alexander. I think he has mentioned before that he probably hasn't watched in as much as he should have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not enough anime.
But
What
as a
is
person
his
who hasn't
like
watched
most
much anime, I
notable?
don't see that as much of an issue myself. Because I
Yeah, I
can't,
don't see that as an
see what
issue.
missing.
I think it would be like a nice addition if he like knew enough anime just so there'd be more of a knowledge to draw from
But,
it. But it
like,
really isn't a requirement at all.
I don't find theory videos about Berserk interesting.
Uh-oh.
I don't think he's made them.
I think he's made a couple. Best guy ever talks
No.
about him having made one. And I saw
No,
another
he
one
has
in
not.
the recommended tab recently.
He is not. I think you were being misled.
Uh-oh, best guy ever. Maybe you're not the best.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he has not made a single theory video.
Single?
Oh, are you talking about Griffith did nothing wrong? Or
Yeah,
something
and
like that?
another one, yeah.
No, that video is about like why Griffith is a good character, why people can can actually believe that he did nothing wrong.
Yeah, but like, I think I watched like 5 minutes of it and I couldn't... one, it was way too long, and two, I couldn't follow anything he was saying.
Yeah, that's also a problem. Like he talks in a weird way. Like it's kind of like
shit.
it feels like I haven't watched his videos in a month because he has uploaded in a month. But like it feels like it feels incredibly like questiony. Like every sentence is a question, so you're kind of confused.
That's
about
what
what's
you
going on.
need. That's how you're supposed to do life. Because at the end of the day, questions are the only things we have. Answers, none of those are real. Those are fake. So philosophically, I think I'm on his wavelength here.
I think I agree.
Yes,
Maybe?
but in practice it's still a bit wonky.
Okay,
so to
okay,
say.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at it now. He's done videos on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Death Note, and Hunter x Hunter, and Gurren Lagann,
And Fate Zero.
and Fate Zero, and like,
And not Kill la Kill.
I
God damn it.
don't need more videos. I don't need more videos on
Make a
those
video.
things. I don't need more more think
I think
pieces
you
about
make a
those
video
things.
about
I could just
I-
I don't think
I watched Hunter x Hunter just to watch his videos about him. That was the only reason I watched the show. It's an amazing show.
yeah,
but, like, that was the
I don't know,
only
it's alright. But I don't know.
I think
it's
it,
really
5
good,
months ago,
I think.
he made
It's
a
not. I'm
video
not
on-
interested in videos about those subjects though. Like that's my problem with him. And also, yeah, writing style.
Yeah.
Like I said, I
Um,
haven't like, seen enough anime to not care because like he talks about old anime I like, so I can't complain.
All the anime you like. What's all, like he talks about Berserk basically.
I love Berserk. I like
Yeah, I mean-
Fullmetal Alchemist. I like Hunter x Hunter. I like
That's not
Gurren
old
Lagann.
though. None of those are old though.
Huh?
None of those are
All
old. though.
not
Old,
old, I think.
old here is being used relative.
Yeah,
Like,
those are
yeah.
relatively old.
like
you talking about
old
Lord of the Rings? I
for
like
you,
that
Master, is like the 70s.
Old for me is like
Also, he's done a
2000.
video about Kill la Kill. He has done one.
Okay.
Yeah, a really old anime is that one.
He's done about Kurakura Basket is probably the oldest, I think. He's done a video on Monster.
Did he
Monster's
do
good.
one on the old anime called Little Witch Academia?
I don't think so.
Monster is like
No.
Monster is really fucking good though.
Yeah.
It's also really
it's okay.
self-explanatory. But
Yeah.
next anime YouTuber.
I'm just going through the list we made.
Yeah, I'm also going.
All right, the unique. What was that YouTuber that made the fucking...
Unique Nemesis.
Yes. I watched.
I need to mention something. Okay, before you talking about him, I need to mention that at one point he released a video. I have no fucking clue what it was about because I've forgotten about it. But it offended me so much I hate him to this day.
Yeah.
It was a bad
Yeah.
video. The problem with the video, it was a bad video. That was the problem with it. Is that like it's a really fucking dumb vlog that like he could have said it in a minute, but it was like a 5-minute vlog where like he wasn't holding the camera straight,
I'm disconnected.
and I didn't understand what he's trying to do, and it offended me so much. I still hate him to this day.
You know what?
It was like a year ago or something, over a year. I'm pretty sure.
I totally get that. Like, that must have been fucking obnoxious.
It was extremely obnoxious.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't fucking respect him to this day.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't keep doing that, and I hope it was like only like 1 or 2 videos.
I'm pretty sure it was on like his second channel or something. I can't remember.
Oh.
But it annoyed me so much with his existence. I was like, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Just fucking die.
He really annoys me because he's one of those people who always try to define everything for themselves and make up their own terminology and stuff. Like he talks about what is objective, what is not, and everything like that.
All right, real quick, since you did mention that, in this context, is our boy defining stuff like for a specific video, or is it like, oh, I'm Digibro and I just use a different definition or something?
I think he defines things permanently. Like he was arguing that SAO and Erase are objectively not bad because this and that. Or he was trying to explain why Killer Kill is good, even though it is objectively not amazing. And then he discovered that...
I'll fight you on this. I'm fighting you. Oh, Killer Kill is objectively amazing.
Yeah, I'm saying what he said. Unique Nemesis. He argued that, and she said, "Yeah, now I realized uniqueness is what makes Killer Kill good. Uniqueness is a special, objective kind of
this is. I've got a fucking bone to pick with everyone who says Killer Kill is original. To be honest, that's a
you have a bone to pick with anyone who says anything is original.
No, I
Nothing
don't.
is original.
Nothing.
It's not. It's not original, like at all. It's okay. It's good. It's great. Even it's one of my favorites. But like, it's not original.
It's a Trigger anime. It's all references.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
Trigger is like the dream because they've literally just created a product where they can just make references to things and people are like, yes, this is great. Let's do more.
Yeah. Sure. I think
I've only seen like 2 videos from this guy. And one of them was actually just posted in this chat and no one, the viewers can't see. Piracy one, I watched that one, and I watched why all your characters should be bi, in parentheses, and it's not why you think. The thumbnail also says not for diversity.
That video. That is not what you think.
And so, it's this video. Good concept. Bad execution, bad wording. Like, he basically just says, if I was to boil it down, a bit, like, the point of the video is, basically, hey, guys, if you're writing a thing, any story, you should just have all the characters be bi. But, and not for, diversity, just because, why would you limit yourself as a writer? And at the end of the day, chemistry is what's more interesting in character relationships rather than gender dynamic or anything. So
why? But
it's
then it would be. So you want so you have a better idea of what's going on. If you don't limit yourself, then write a story.
Then won't you just I hate stuff like that because I think you should place limitations and stuff.
Well, the thing is that it's specifically, I feel like he's talking about it in the context of a person, making a story. But when he says, "Oh, you should make your characters bi," I don't think you should literally do that. I think you should just, in your head, mentally make that a note. And I think that's kind of what he was getting at, but he did not mention that specific nuance at all. Because it's if in your head, while you're making the thing, all your characters are bi, that means they're open to any kind of relationship.
But what if
everyone could be a potential love
interest?
interest?
The fact that they're a man or a woman or a trans man, woman, whatever, is relevant to the story and a part of the story.
A part of the story. Well, then that would be the exception. That would be we're purely if that's the point of the dynamic, well then have them be straight or bi. Yeah, that was a clarification he did make in there. But if in a general sense, it's he used the show fucking Legend of Korra as an example. because
Bad example.
Yeah.
because basically like the character like starts off like kind of liking a guy or whatever, and then like ends up by the end gets with this girl, which their dynamic was way better than her and the other guy.
Yeah, but that's like a bad example because it was done literally in the last episode, in the last minute of the last second of the last scene of the entire show.
It literally had to be confirmed on Twitter that it happened. It wasn't. It was barely in the show, but yeah,
Rest in
they
peace.
didn't kiss once or something like that. The end is just them staring at each other.
Also, don't be careful. You might end up like what's her fucking name? That person who wrote Harry Potter that everyone now hates.
J.K.
Rowling.
I refuse to remember her name, even though you just told me.
What, like
It's just gone out of my
Dumbledore's
head.
gay or whatever?
Yeah, and Hermione is black.
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
Genie is an Asian woman.
Wait,
J.K.
isn't she literally in the books described as being white?
Apparently not directly ever, just implied.
It's whatever. This
Alright,
isn't
let's roll with the
important.
punches. Anything else to
YouTube,
say?
anime
I just
YouTube.
want to say about her is that like a lot of people have like turned against her because he's constantly like retconning what her characters are, or not even retconning them, but like coming out afterwards and being like, yeah, this character was gay, this
That
character was
video is
trans,
bad, by
this
the way,
character was
Kano.
Jewish. At one point, she literally
this
says
is
one
boring.
character in the show was Jewish, not a name character, by the way,
Exposed.
not someone you ever met, a random character.
In the books, he was mentioned
that
by
one's
name.
good.
It was
love
Anthony
that video.
Goldberg or something like that.
So what I'm trying to say is that none of your characters
one's
should be
all
gay
right.
because if they are, they're
It's kind
sinners
of, I
and
don't know,
God
it's
hates
too
them,
broad.
and
But
they're sending
I
a
love
bad
it.
example to the youth. And as we all know, the youth are important and should be taught a good example.
Yeah, she literally said, "I didn't say Hermione wasn't black." Haha.
Yes, that one's a
really,
fucking
really
masterpiece,
gotcha.
and everyone should watch it. That video illustrates all my most of my problems with digital anime, like not CG anime, but literally digitally colored and rendered anime.
Which video? There's like 10.
Yeah, Berserk is unadaptable.
Okay,
Unadaptable.
down. Yeah, I've seen that one. That one's good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this guy. I've literally only seen that video.
Karibo-kun, he's really good. He's only made like 15 videos, maybe less even, and they're all fascinating.
I actually think the issue is that I'm pretty sure 2 people have made like that exact same video about Berserk being unadaptable.
No, but he makes a really different point from everyone else.
I'm pretty sure the other guy did as well. I can't remember the other guy, but I remember them both having the same kind of points in it.
So he's done video on. I love his videos on like his editing style is fucking incredible, especially in this one. I'll link it in the Fukumoto video in which he talks about the manga artist Nobuyuki Fukumoto, and it's insane. I think his videos are a bit how to put this. They beat around the bush a bit before going to the climax. I guess.
Waffly.
Waffly, yeah, they feel waffly.
Yeah.
And but the points he makes, I always like find interesting, and presents it in a really interesting way. Like, his top 50 Urusei Yatsuda videos, episodes rather, is a great way to get into the show, fam.
Uh-oh.
It's a
I
great
mean,
way
I'd just watch it from start to finish. So I don't know if I would, maybe it'd give me some motivation to watch it.
Like, it's completely episodic, the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, most of his videos are good. His most recent video, every Ashita no Joe video reference in Megalobox is
Isn't that super new?
yeah, that one's 5 days ago. I think it would have served better as a text post, if I were being honest. Like as a video, it doesn't really work. Like
Yeah.
it's just him listing off references and then what he thinks is cool about Megalobox itself, and it's on originality, and like that's interesting, but it's not like it should have been a text post.
Yeah, it's a good concept, except
not for
wrong
video.
Yeah, wrong medium.
I disagree because like I don't think barely anyone would have read it
I would have read
compared
it.
to how many people watch it.
I would have read
You're
it.
weirdos. You're weirdos.
Oh yeah, he also didn't.
Like if he wants any number of people to see it, YouTube is just a better option.
That's true.
Yeah, I get
Like
it.
even
but,
if it could be done better in like a text post, is like
Does the
I'm
text post exist?
no,
Is the
it
real
doesn't
question.
exist, and that's my issue. Like,
Okay.
if there was a
Yeah,
text
yeah,
post
yeah.
as well, then I would have been fine with it. But since there isn't a text post attached to it, yeah.
That's fair. I get that.
Yeah, I think it's like interesting just to see how many references there is in Ashino Joe, but like
In Megalobox to Ashtanojo, yeah.
Megalobox.
I need to
yeah.
watch that video then.
Like
I don't like
I-
Megal blocks, but you know, I can be
Yeah.
okay.
But
Holy shit, Rez is... Get it.
Oh, Rizzy's online.
yeah, our guest might be coming in.
Okay, let's wait. Let's wait for her entrance.
Do
Alright, I wanna make
do
a fucking
do.
video. Not video, but I wanna, because we're not doing anything now. We're just waiting for her. I wanna talk about fucking elitism, and by that I mean like casual elitism. The people who are like casually into a thing, who see anyone who has any deeper value or deeper like understanding of that thing as bad and wrong, because
Ghana.
they're not doing it the way they like.
Yeah, it's some weird defensive BS where it's
Yeah,
like,
it's like
why are you
do
still
care
intimidated
about-
by elitists? Like, no, this isn't.
Personally, I
common.
am incredibly intimidated by like Master Arts and like Bait and you lot who actually watch anime. Part of the reason I don't want to talk about it is because I know you guys are like smarter than me. But like what I mainly mean is less like it's a thing in the anime community, but it's more than a thing in like competitive games I play. Like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh is filled with people who are like, oh, you play this deck, you're a meta seed. You play this fucking
Yeah,
deck
but
that's never
gamers
been
are
once.
fucking... Most gamers are fucking stupid, though.
I mean, most people are
stupid.
gamers.
I fucking God, I played a fucking game with a fucking Red Eyes deck, and the guy was like, get a fucking unique deck. I'm like, fuck you, mate. Fucking Red Eyes.
Get a blue eyes deck. Everybody
I'm a
knows
blue
blue
eyes
eyes
deck.
better than red eyes.
It's like objectively bad. But Red Eyes is like my fave. My fave. But like, it's also a thing like I'm playing Warhammer. I don't play it competitively, but like I'm interested in that side of it. And it's the same issue with people there who are like, oh, you actually play an army that isn't complete shit. What are you, a tryhard?
Hell yeah.
You want to be good? Pathetic.
Yeah, but
Like,
like,
I'm not interested that much
actual
in it myself.
elitists are annoying too, though.
Yeah, they are, but like
Yeah.
I think casual elites are more accepted in like wider communities. Where like you can be like, oh, they don't play the game like me, they're wrong. Like, you know, that's a lot more like accepted.
Anyway, introduce yourself.
Yeah. Alright, I'm Rizzy. I am an anti-tuber who came here to shill Digibro.
Oh, hell yeah. You can fit right in.
And my girlfriends.
I guess that you're here now. We should probably talk about your channel. How many of us have viewed any of our videos?
I've seen a few. A recent video was the meme video, which I liked, really comfy. Yeah. What have you guys seen?
I've seen like 2 videos, 3 videos. I remember liking them.
Yeah, to be honest, Scorn is like, as we said earlier in this podcast, does not really take part in much of AnyTube, nor do I.
Nor do I.
Yeah, I've like
Bro, and like best guy ever, and that's like it.
I've like abandoned most of it. I started
Alright.
with Digibro and I'm gonna end it with just watching Digibro.
Yes. Amazing.
With me, when it comes to AnyTube, I'm constantly just on the search for anyone that's good and unique and interesting, so I still consume a lot of it. And there's still a lot that I do enjoy and find it interesting. Now, the channels mainly like the little ones. But for me, like the best of AnyTube is like actually the meme community. Because it's like everyone in there is so wholesome and friendly with each other. And just like they put like weird amount of effort and editing into their videos. Like some of the best editing I've ever seen are just meme videos.
Yeah.
Meme videos are like unsung hero of YouTube.
Yeah,
They
like
get made.
one of my favorite meme guys on anime YouTube is Gil. 1 second. Actually, I can't look at my screen now. Just look up Gil. He makes kind of memey anime videos. He's good.
We should probably mention Zen Huxtable.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like kind of a
Yeah.
memer, but
Yes.
he's like transitioned into actual like videos now.
He's a
As well
good
as-
boy.
He's good.
I like that guy.
Oh my god. Did I speaking of Zed Huxtable, Zed, if you're listening to this, and I surely doubt it, you said you'd edit a video for me. Like, alright, when I was on Digibro versus everybody, Zed thought I was the most cutest pure thing, so it was just like, hey Rizzy, I'll make a place for the universe video with you, and then we just never did.
You
So,
could still do it,
that
maybe.
That man owes me a video. I just never
You
got
gotta
in
kill him.
contact with him because I forgot until now.
Oh goddamn! Yeah, that's probably what happened with him too. Yeah.
Personally, I always remember my promises when it comes to memes.
Yeah.
I said I would. What video? Oh yeah, I said I would get every darling in the Franks, and I did. I wanted to die afterwards, but I did it.
You see, I have this weird thing where I make promises and then I don't do them. Like,
Yes,
there's like
yeah,
a Goblin Slayer
the Goblin
podcast
Slayer
that
podcast
just
we did.
isn't out. It's just not out. I just didn't release it. And
I edited
I
it.
I still
stayed
plan
up
to.
late, like 3 hours late to edit it, and he just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah! What a fucking faggot.
I have this thing where I'm just a dick and I don't keep promises. Yeah.
I just don't give a fuck.
Lol.
I respect it.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately.
have this thing where everything I make looks like trash to me, and I want to kill myself after writing
I'm fucking
anything.
painting right now, and I feel that completely.
Yes. This is literally why so many artists commit suicide. They're just too disappointed in themselves.
Yes.
Yes,
And
all
I'm
their
not
family
even
is
kidding. This isn't
disappointed
me
in them.
memeing. This is actually the truth.
Goddamn artists, you know, they have it hard. Their plight is against.
Holy shit! Oh fuck!
Second
Introduce
guest!
yourself.
Who's here?
Irrelevant.
Hello.
The Australian
Oh,
guy.
it's your boy.
I just got up.
Yeah.
I'm
Of
dead.
course, yeah.
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 Well, Riz just got up too, so you're on level.
But that's a bit different.
I'm starting to wonder, like, why was I up in the first place? Like,
Why am I
I
still
should have been
alive?
getting up right now.
Why haven't I died yet?
Why do I get out of bed?
Why am I recording a podcast in bed right now? Wait. I should be in bed.
I'm on the floor.
I am in bed.
I technically have a blanket over me.
Oh no, I'm doing it wrong.
Oh, I have bubble wrap. Does that count as a blanket?
Sure.
If you're poor, yeah.
Okay, my head is being supported on a pillow, and I technically have a blanket over me. So you know,
Close enough.
even if it is in a fucking closet to keep the audio out.
Yeah. Don't Japanese people do that all the time? I see in anime a lot.
Oh boy.
Those people usually
Anyway,
die.
who are we talking about and what?
Actually, now that Rizzy and Irrelevant have joined, you two should probably talk about your personal story with AniTube. Like, how did you start and like,
Oh,
where
yeah.
did you go?
Oh.
Where did you from Cotton Eye Joe?
Does Irrelevant want to go first, or should I go first, or?
I don't mind, you can go. Let me wake up a bit.
Okay, I also just woke up. So, basically, how I got started on 82 was like, I think it was just kind alright, so I remember that one of the first anime I ever completed was Your Lie in April. And I watched the Anime Man's video on it and thought it was really good. And then I just kind of like I I downloaded like the Anime Man app and just binge videos on there. And around that time that I found out about him, I found out about Aki Dearest, and then I found out about Lost Pause. I never liked Misty Chronexia because he's always been an annoying fact to me. But with Lost Pause, I think his content is like some of the worst on YouTube. At the time, I thought he was the purest little cinnamon bun because I was retarded at 11, even though I'm 13 now, so there's not that much of a difference, but still. But then,
I mean, you grow a lot in a short amount of time.
I need to. You've like awakened my repressed memories. I never liked the anime, man, but I'm pretty sure the first ever anime I ever watched was literally Mixie Chronexia. The only reason I ever watched fucking Full Metal Alchemist was because of them.
Oh my god.
Same.
like, Misty Chronexia to me, like, I tried to get into those videos because, you know, I liked the gang of, like, Misty Lost Pause. Oh, one second. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that meme was pretty good though. Like that memes. Or at least they were for the time.
All I remember is just the random top 10s and thinking what the fuck was going on. That's all I remember from Misty.
Yeah. They made a fucking anime. Oh, actually, this transitions into some stuff. The only reason I ever found David and Georgie is because of the anime videos they made about his shit anime that he made.
Oh yeah, those ones were big. Those were like the biggest videos at the time.
Yes.
I knew him from the PCP interviews that he made before, I think.
Yeah.
That was nice.
She.
You know, Evangeline's a girl, yeah.
Sorry.
We knew her before that. We were.
I was a part of.
Cool kids.
Oh yeah, that was a part of a yeah.
What if
when Joji was still Joji? I mean, when
this was like
Yeah.
years ago.
We're still making content.
what if like
on
the
the
most legendary of like moments in Neo-Talking that I remember? Like
Episode
the only
7.
legendary moment was like it was like the podcast where they were talking about idols, and then Joji just put on the wig and was
Georgina.
like, I'm Georgina. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that was legendary. That was fucking amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they came out.
Episode 7 and 11 are really peak Ava Georgie too.
Ava is really good talking about Ava.
Yeah, especially the last 5. Just listen to the last 5. If you haven't, just listen to the last 5 minutes. It is the greatest thing ever.
The entire Neo-Taku podcast is so kino. It's so sad that they haven't uploaded in like a year.
Well, I mean, we're the replacements.
Yeah, that's why it's so sad.
Yeah, you're right.
No offense.
We're doing the job they just haven't.
Views.
That's why we're here.
We will keep making episodes of this podcast until season 2 is released. This is a
And then we'll keep going. We might change names. You might change the names to the Grumpy G-Sun Memorial Podcast, but we're gonna keep going.
Lachlan, you gotta save the world from this cancer and bring back the Neo-Taku podcast, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, but Lachlan doesn't organize it though.
Yeah, but they can't end us at this point, so there's no hope.
Anyway, okay.
There's all this hope. This hope that one was the
let's go back to talking about individual anime YouTubers.
I wanted to say something before my brother barged in and stole my Funyuns.
Damn.
Yeah. But so basically, I was just gonna like mention before my brother cut me off was like, yeah, with Misty, like I see so many people say like that was their first YouTuber, but for me, like I tried to get into it because you know it's like the squad of like Misty, Aki, and Lost Pause and Joey, but then his content is so boring, and the editing is so bad, and it like has not aged well at all, and now his channel is dying, I feel like, because he gets no views.
Oof.
Trust me, it was never good.
life cycle of an anime YouTuber.
Like a lot of the other big YouTubers are doing fine, but Missy is just dying. Like so is another channel that helped me like get into anime was Anime America, and they're like basically no one remembers them anymore.
No
I've
one
never
knew
watched them.
Yeah, I like saw like the video recommended somewhere, one of their videos, and I just never clicked on it. I was like, why would I ever subscribe to anyone named that?
The videos get like a few of them have like over 1 million views, but like no one cares. Like they've watched them because they've been recommended, but like they haven't like gone further.
There's one vid 1.8 million. Jesus.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, they act like they report it. I feel like
Everyone in the anime
they act like
anime YouTube community acts like they're important.
care.
Yeah,
Like,
they used to be big in comparison to everyone else, but now there are so many more.
I mean, it's sort of sad that like a lot of like because of like the apocalypse and things like that, a lot of them are just. I don't know if it's the apocalypse. They say it's the apocalypse, but like their channel is like losing a lot of money. Like, but I think for them, like the problem is just them not changing up their content because they've been on YouTube for years and it's still the exact same with the same shitty audio quality, the same like shitty editing, and the same formulas and series over and over and over again.
Yeah, the thing with the other people who have survived, like Giguk, like. He does a lot of different kinds of videos, all things
he
like together.
Did reviews and stuff, and now he's like transitioned into like video essays, a lot more analytical, if you want to say that word for him.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of his videos.
He was my first anime YouTuber, and now he's doing better than ever, but I don't like him anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, as an example of like a big YouTuber who just like had potential and was a big guy in the community was Arcada from Glass Reflection. Like he was doing good for a while, and he was like buddies with Giguk, and like Giguk just took off and then stood up as a top basically, and nothing else happened. Like he kept doing his shitty reviews and he just didn't grow.
Okay, I remember seeing like a couple of Arcada's videos, and then one of them he said G Gundam was like bad and embarrassing, and then I was like, I hate you and I want you to die. That's all I remember.
That's very reasonable.
I also enjoyed Glass Reflection because their content is just like so easy to consume. But I was like, I want to consume something else because this is kind of bland after a while.
It's extremely easy. I think I used him for anime recommendations for a while.
Hey, you know who's better for those types of recommendations? Nice segue.
Almost everyone.
Nice segue. Yeah, for those types of recommendations and background noise and whatnot. Grumpy G-Son.
Oh, yes.
My granddad, DM.
The man Digibro wishes to be.
Yes. This guy is literally he's dead, probably. Like, he's probably dead. He's like this fucking 68-year-old man who did, like 8 years ago, he did like a shit ton of anime reviews and recommendations. A whole bunch of like relatively new stuff at the time and a whole bunch of old stuff. And it's really cool and interesting.
Yeah, part of the thing that's really made
his voice is really nice, and he basically just goes to random like locations and waterfalls to record his reviews, and that's fucking cool.
Yeah, he's just like out in the wild. It's amazing.
He goes on a hike, and then he records shit on his hike, anime reviews on his hike, and it's the coolest thing ever.
Kano, you don't like upload 20 fucking videos, please. Stop.
Also, most of those videos, I don't know. His best, I need to make like top tier Grumpy G-Star list. Because a bunch of them are just kind of boring, and other ones are like really good and actually have shit to say.
I've been meaning to watch him for a while since you've been recommending him and showing him around. Because just the novelty of such an old man making reviews, like, instantly it's like, I wonder what his perspective's like.
And he's
I wonder
like, you know what's the most fascinating thing? He literally imports DVDs and laserdiscs from Japan.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah.
How old is this man?
68 or something. He's probably dead. Like, he hasn't uploaded anything in 7 years, so he's either gone completely, like, dementia or whatever, or he's, like, literally dead.
And he just makes anime videos?
Yeah, he's made, like 250 anime reviews on his
Can
channel.
he adopt me? Guys, I've never had a grandfather before. Can he please adopt me?
If he's alive, I think he should.
Yes.
Should adopt everyone.
I'll track him down, and I'll try to prove to him that we're related somehow.
You see, I'm 1/8 of this Native American, so and you are too. So we're just related. Come on, dude. We just gotta be related, all right? That's what you can do.
We're family by. What's like? How can I say this without sounding corny? Like we're family by otaku blood or something like that.
Cringe.
Shut
The
up.
ties of anime are eternal.
I mean,
Yes.
Joe.
Anime's eternal.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Race is temporary.
Whereas you can do what I do with Joe, and I just call Joe from Pause and Select my spiritual dad. Like spiritually, I think he's my dad.
Yes. Oh my god. Can I tell? Alright, I'm gonna tell you guys a
Same.
story of forbidden love.
Ooh.
So, you know, like, everyone jokes around that, like, oh, like, Digibro's, like, your spiritual anime dad. And for my, girlfriend, Daymaster, Iris, so, like, she's, like, obsessed with Mr. Cynical or Rikapack, or whatever you want to call them. So, like, she, like, literally, like, works for him. And, you know, like, Mr. Cynical and Digibro hate each other. So it's, like, a classic tale of forbidden love.
Hell yeah.
Vamp, by the way, that's a playlist of all his videos.
Oh. Time to dive in, baby.
I think of Mr. Cynical more like a Star Wars YouTuber because he was that guy with the 2 very popular videos, right?
Yeah, but he makes
Surely just-
mostly anime content nowadays.
Yeah, I
now.
know.
Just recently, before it wasn't. Before it was
I mean,
just
if we consider PewDiePie an YouTuber in some way,
hell yeah.
well then this guy is probably too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
PewDiePie's pretty good.
He's a good YouTuber.
PewDiePie is, like, unironically one of the most underrated YouTubers.
PewDiePie versus T-Series is the best meme of the year, in my opinion.
It is! Like,
Yeah, it's
unironically,
so funny.
I've never been more hyped for anything in my life than PewDiePie versus T-Series.
There are so many new developments.
It's always great. It's the best thing ever. I'm really sad because like he probably has more spam accounts from people supporting him. So like YouTube's gonna like clear him out soon.
Oh,
You know,
did you guys hear about how Logan Paul's like campaign to keep PewDiePie at number 1?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Grudgingly accepts.
I still hate Logan Paul, but I think what he's doing is super cool.
I kind of dislike it because like I don't know, he's like holding money hostage. He's like for everyone who subscribes, I'm gonna like donate to charity. It feels a bit wrong. It feels like, you know, like do it for this. I don't know. I still like it's a great meme. It's great that we're all like unified against India.
I don't know any of these.
Yeah.
I feel like not only is he keeping YouTubers at the top of YouTube, but he is also donating to charity while doing so. And you know so many fucking people are going to subscribe to PewDiePie. And there's going to be at least like $1 million donated to charity.
I fucking remember when like 69 was the goal. We're like 7 million past that now.
I know.
Fun fact, I literally only subscribed to PewDiePie because he said the word nigger.
Yeah, I mean, same here.
Yes.
I've
That's
not
how I'm down.
actually
I've
watched the
got
PewDiePie video.
That's the wrong version. It's the
I think
the
that's
harder
when
one.
that's with the nigger thing. That's when he earned respect, I think, because before people were like, yeah, PewDiePie, whatsoever, but then people were like, yeah, he says stuff that you're not supposed to say, and that's cool.
Yeah. The cool thing was that he said fuck you to everyone while also being like, I'm probably not going to say that again though.
Yeah, and I'm rich anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, he lost his YouTube Red series.
Better anime tuber than Digibro. Fight me, Digibro.
Well, Vamp, you just brought up Pause and Select, Joe. Well, it's not just Joe, but Pause and Select. He makes really, like, okay, his most interesting content, I think, is, or like their most interesting content, it's two people, is the interviews they conduct. With like...
Yeah, he did one with the Moe Manifesto guy.
Yeah.
And with
The Anime Machine guy, and one with the guy who made a book about the anime director of Ghost in the Shell and Urusei Yatsura, Beautiful Dreamer, and Angel's Egg.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And also the fantastic live-action movie Talking Head. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, with Pause and Select, I haven't, like, watched much of his videos, but the Contours of Lolicon series is one of my favorite series on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, like, hate me on AnyTube nowadays. I'm, like, all of a sudden super controversial because I was just like, hey guys, maybe we like shouldn't censor art and throw around the word pedophile, which will not only ruin people's careers but also just devalue the word. And then people are just like, pedo, and it's like, I'm 13.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, and like I said,
Kano is also a pedophile, and he's only 16 or 15 or 13 or something. Kano's 11.
Like
I'm something.
I sent people the Pause and Select and Mr. Cynical's videos of Lolicon, which literally state that the law had a case where they tried to determine if lolly counts as sleepy or not, and they determined no, it doesn't, because any rational person can tell that this is fake. So, and then people are just
the
like,
Manifesto is like a great, it's basically a collection of interviews, and if you want more, if you want more fuel to like, if you want more, fucking gunpowder for your arguments, use that book.
Yeah, I don't know, it's just, I sent those videos to them and then they don't even watch them. I asked them if they watch it, and then they just dodge the argument and call me a pedo.
What, Riz, I think you'll agree, my mind is blown away when there's someone in the anime community at all who isn't just like, doesn't just watch shonen and that's it. Like, people who, like how can your brain just not get the idea of, well, there's appeal to this character and it has nothing to do with, like child pornography. Like, the disconnect is like so mind-blowing. It's almost cultural in a sense.
People say, and like people will say like, "Oh, you're such an SJW," and it's like, no, literally the SJWs in the anime community hate lolly, but they will just go out their way to insult me for being a girl and being queer. Like, these people are trying to like protect kids, but are actively harassing one.
It's a perfect example of
your points.
I feel like there's so much controversy in general in AnyTube right now, like with Goblin Slayer and everything.
Am I bad for liking shoujo shows for fucking 13-year-olds?
But it's okay. We love you anyway.
Yep.
Am I bad for having Oji Majidormi and Cardcaptor Sakura on my top 10 list.
No, you're a Chad for that. You're an absolute god.
Anyone who has at least one magical girl show on their 3x3 has earned my respect.
I have 2 of them. Hell yeah.
Amen.
Does Power Rangers count as the magical girls, yo?
What?
Does Power Rangers count as the magical girls, yo?
Yes.
If there's a female.
Not the
Toku,
American one, not the pussy, Japanese Super Sentai.
Toku is the male equivalent to magical girls. Prove me wrong.
And also Toku is lame, though.
Yeah, and also Toku has usually at least one girl in it, so it's literally a magical girl with transformation and all.
Like,
Hell
okay,
yeah.
the
Toku
difference
is
between
not really
Toku
a
and
magical
Magical Girl shows, the Toku focuses way more on the action and the
Yeah, exactly.
the kind of
Yeah.
the
And
things,
random dumb shit.
random dumb shit. Whereas Magical Girls are often more comedy driven and character driven, which is what I like.
Yeah.
Don't forget Dojin driven, of course.
Fuck you.
Now we just
Fuck
need
you, Van.
now we just
I
need
want
magical
you-
boys.
Yeah.
We need magical
On the
girls.
Dojin,
A magical boys show did come out like a
Yeah,
couple
I heard
seasons
there's
ago.
one.
Yeah.
There's like one.
And it was
But we need
just...
more. We need a lot more.
Okay,
We need more
next
character-driven
anime
shows.
YouTuber. Who else do we have?
Yeah, that one. That one is.
I
that
think
looks
we
good.
need to ask relevant about his history with any YouTube.
Yeah, basically, randomly find Digibro somehow.
Nice.
Watches, like a few months go by, and his rant about all the YouTubers while drunk video comes out. I learned about plenty other YouTubers. I find Lachlan, Neotaku, and then from there, I get really obsessed with like Joji and David, stuff like that. And
Oh, yeah.
watch a shit ton of that. And that's
I'm
basic.
so sad that
And then I
Ava
the
has
rest.
deleted most of her content.
Yeah, and I've always asked her, "Oh, we bring you back your content maybe one day," and she's like, "Oh, maybe." I'm like, "Okay."
Because like I get why she thinks they're bad, but I think they're pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm still
exactly.
hoping for why Evangelion ended perfectly the first time.
Yeah,
That video,
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. That was really good.
yeah.
That's
like broke
the
the
best
video.
one.
Does she have the Blue Blazers video still up? I don't know.
I know. I
Wait,
think she's deleted
guys?
that too.
Can we talk about what is by far Evangeline's best video?
The Pengu video.
I mean, they're all pretty fucking good.
Her proving that Shinji Ikari is a trans woman.
Oh yeah, that one.
Have you
Well,
seen
yeah.
Ava ended
That
perfectly
was
the first
basically already
time?
true.
Huh?
Have you seen Ava ended perfectly the first time?
No.
Okay,
But
That was
that one's better.
But-
though.
also
Yeah.
subscribe to Can Chicken, the second channel. Must do.
Yeah, I haven't seen most of that stuff.
oh, have you listened
Like-
to Evangeline's album?
No.
A little
Oh.
bit. I need
Little bit.
to listen.
I really like it, but I can only listen to it when I'm like in a very like daisy like what's the
Yeah,
word
yeah.
like
The-
very
the
just
dizzy
dazed
state.
out state at like 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the only time I can listen to it. But when I do, it's a magical ride.
Have you how much of a wrap up Digibro have you seen? Because that's basically my hidden experience. Just like in the morning.
Oh, I love Digibro's rap music. I think he's by far my he's like my second favorite. I don't wait. Alright, he's like in my top 5 either way. Yeah,
He's
he's
the only
definitely in my
rapper I
top 5.
listen
And this is coming from someone who like loves rap music.
That's good. Digibro's talked about like he has his fans who say they don't listen to rap but like his music, and he doesn't really care what they think. He wants people who like rap to be like, yeah, your stuff's good.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's
I
what,
don't
in the end, what matters is like the connoisseurs of that kind of thing. But I feel like his stuff, his stuff is very aesthetic driven, and I think it's not like any other like rap. Like I listen to Denzel Curry now, it's just like I don't get I'm not liking this appeal right here. You know, lyrics don't hit, and the aesthetic, the vibes, they're some other world where I just can't decrypt. Like the only other rap I really liked is like Kendrick Lamar, which is borderline pop. His song Humble, and like every other thing is just like it was fine on that album.
Damn, is a bad album. Have you listened to Pimp a Butterfly? That's like that's like one of also like my top 5 favorite rap albums of all time.
I should definitely try it. I need to get way more into it.
I liked it, damn, but then I listened to Pimp a Butterfly, and it was like, this does not compare at all. But yeah, I love rap music. I love Wes. I love Brockhampton. I love Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler the Creator. All of my boys, you know. And then like Digibro actually kind of got me into rap music. Not only did he get me like hardcore into anime and into YouTube, and he's like my biggest inspiration by far, but he also got me into rap music as well, and just like most of my music tastes. Like one time I posted my to Mew, and people were like, "Are you just Digibro?"
Wow.
Have you ever seen you and him in the same room?
Huh?
Have you ever seen you and him in the same room?
No.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, okay. I was confused. Like, what do you mean physics?
You know, I don't need any more proof that they're just the same. So we got our Lord and Savior disguised as Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, we have to put that in the title, featuring Digibro. My experience with Digibro music was I lost Wi-Fi for a week. All I had was that music to like entertain me.
Really?
And now I like Digibro music.
Hell yeah. I still listen to his stuff to this day.
Yeah, I basically only listen to like emotional anime raps.
But
yes, that is by far the best I've heard from him. I listen to that all the time.
So with me and Digi's music, so you know, I make like AMVs and analysis videos, and so I made an AMV of his song "I Want to Wake Up with You for the Rest of Your Life," and I have no idea how. Because this is a super niche song from a super niche anime. Both only have like thousands of people who have ever viewed it.
I've never heard of it in my life.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's niche where it's like only like 2K people have like listened to the album. You know what I mean? Like no one has listened to the album or watched that anime. And then all of a sudden it blew up, and now it has like almost like 300,000 views, I think.
And he even commented on that and said, "Yeah, can you at least link me or something?" Right?
Yeah, I felt so bad. Like, well, it wasn't Digi, it was Shade, and I was just like, because the thing is, I did like link them in the comment, but I forgot to pin it. So I, honest to God, tried to give them credit.
You want to know what, Brizzy? I can't respect you here. You know, did you know that Digibro basically mentioned this incident on one of the I Am Game streams? You know,
really?
It was so disappointing, you know, just to hear about how he just didn't get any credit. And you know what? I can't forgive that. I'm kidding. I don't care.
Wait, did he actually say that?
He just, he wasn't too upset by it, obviously, but it was like, oh, this video got like a shit ton of views. But, no
the
credit.
poor man needs exposure.
Okay.
But the thing is that I had no idea that it would get that many views.
Yeah, that's actually what he said in defense of you, so...
Yeah, because the thing is, it was... Like, the views for a while were just, like, very stagnant, but then all of a sudden, it just, like, I woke up one morning, and I had, like, 100K, like, K views, and I was just freaking out. And like... I don't know what happened. My theory is that some like foreign like anime person shilled it on like Twitter or like their YouTube channel or something. That's why it blew up. Because when it did, it started to get views. It was like most of the comments, even to this day, are like in Spanish.
Yeah, the Spanish they like the stuff, you know. some weird.
Maybe it was that huge Brazilian YouTuber who stealed videos from Mother's Basement and Shintaku.
I mean, I see a lot of of the Spanish a lot of the YouTube accounts that upload Yuri clips and things like that are in Spanish. I've noticed. So maybe for all we know, just the anime community in Spanish-speaking countries just as much more Yuri oriented.
The Spanish is the #1 language on earth. The largest amount of people know it.
I thought it was Chinese.
Yeah.
It's actually French.
Spanish or Chinese.
It's French.
Oh my god, it's all the Europe's.
I will look this up right now.
Yeah, please do. We just got 4 different
French.
results of people saying what the top language is.
Investigative journalism.
I think it's English, but I think it's English and then Chinese.
Yeah.
Ah, god damn it!
Chinese.
Wait. No, it's Chinese. It's Chinese. That's
It's
Spanish,
Chinese.
not English.
So I was right.
Hindustani
Yeah, and then-
apparently third.
And then Hindi.
Where's
or Hindi.
Spanish?
I'll ask my mom if she knows Hindi.
Mm.
I'm gonna go ask her. I'm taking the headphones off. Be quiet.
Alrighty. But it does seem like the Spanish community is really into anime.
Say hello in Hindi. Just do it, please.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes. That was my mom. Apparently she knows Hindi. She also knows English.
Hell yeah. I couldn't tell.
So let's segue this into talking about Digibro as an anime YouTuber.
Ooh, this is gonna be the big topic, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to go first.
I'm going last because actually I'm going right after Lizzie because I need to hear.
I'll go first.
Yes.
I guess I could talk about how I got into Digi. So it's funny because I'm the target audience for My Little Pony. When it came out, I was 5 years old, and I grew up with the My Little Pony analysis community. It shaped who I am. Unironically, so many of the people in that community I look up to and cried watching their videos. So it's just ponies are so cool, And Digipro, I really liked his videos, and after he switched to anime, I kind of just forgot about it. But then, when I started getting into anime, I noticed that, oh yeah, the Digi guy that I liked, he's making anime videos, I should watch them. And then I would watch one, and then another, and then another, and then another, and then I just kind of it wasn't with the Anime Man where I just automatically fell in love at the time. It was more gradual. And then I got into the PCP, which really got me knee deep into it. And when I listened to the old ass anime cast, and I just kind of burst into tears at how much I related to it in the first episode. I was like, all right, I guess I found my favorite YouTuber. And I also kind of found my girlfriends through him. Digibro has unironically helped so many people people fall in love. I met so many people who were yeah, I met my girlfriend, I met my boyfriend through Digibro.
Digibro has shaped me as a human being. I exist now as I do because of him. He's personally changed my life. Not for the better, by the way. I could have been a normie. I could have been one of them.
Riz, I'm hoping one day I'll find that nice robot anime girl and, settle down.
Nice girl. Robot. Pick one.
Yeah.
A nice
It's
girl
gonna
robot.
be a robot version of Diana Cavendish, I'm sure.
Yes. I mean, Diana is my wife, so I don't know why I'm saying anything right now. So I guess Digibro did actually help me find my wife. Reinvigorated my liking to anime a bit.
Laugh God, Digibro.
What a guru.
I think.
Get him to play the next Love
Oh
Guru.
god, I don't know. Are we gonna? What about Digi? Are we discussing right now?
I need to talk about why Digibro is the worst anime you've ever made.
Oh, man.
Delete this.
As I told you,
Contrarian.
he made me into the person I am today. He molded me from the clay that I was.
You said that before.
Into the shit I am
I don't
now.
know. I think like Digi is someone who gave. I think it made me more. How to put this, articulate in my criticism. Because I would like I have a lot of the complaints he has with shows are like similar to like my complaints, but the way he puts it is very I guess eloquent is a good way to put it.
It's weird because I feel in so many ways Digi and me are the same. I'm not trying to say that as like some weird creepy fan. I'm just saying that as I feel as though I'm not that I understand Digi, but that I just can relate to on a very like personal weird level.
Yeah, I have a lot of quirks that are similar
Yes.
to Digibro. You know, aside from like I didn't get them from Digibro.
Yeah, like
It's
I'll-
cool, yes.
Like, I don't think I
listened to
got much
Digi,
from
like-
Digibro other than like into anime,
Like,
deeper into anime, I guess. But that was not,
I
not like
listened-
directly through Digibro. Just Digibro gave me the gateway to other people that got me into a lot of old stuff and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me basically.
Yeah, I related really heavily with the decompression chambers.
Yes.
He did
those-
on the
those are really
PCP
good.
channel. Yeah, they were. Yeah, I thought, yeah, that could have very well been me, and almost was maybe.
Yeah, like I listened to like Digibro talk about his like younger self, and I just think this is just me. Like so much of him like talking about. Also, Digi, my man, you helped me realize I was gender fluid, and thank you. Digi like talking about his like dysphoria from when he was a little tween helped me realize I was like a weird gender baby. So thank you, Digi. I love you. That sounded weird.
This is a lot going on. I need to hate on him. He's the worst ever. You know why?
Why?
Because he's all good. Everything was good. Everything was amazing. Actually, I have to mention. Did you see that Monkey's channel got terminated? Monkeys.
This
Yeah.
isn't, okay, this isn't like relevant to the discussion.
It's relevant to the
Monkey
podcast.
Jones
because
is an anime YouTuber.
It's all irrelevant.
He was, and he was the best one.
Yes, it's so sad that he stopped with that. His content has never been the same.
Alright. If no one has anything to actually
No,
say
I-
about
Go on, make your point about
okay.
Digi.
Okay. So, the Irrational Social Media podcast, right?
Yeah.
Recently, he was releasing the bonus episodes. Actually, no, I'm happy that his channel got terminated because they had that fucking bonus episode, the last bonus episode. You know what it's about? Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! These fucktards were like hyped it for so long. For years, I was hyped about this. I felt like a year has only been that long, but like I was so hyped, and then it came out, and it was the worst thing that's ever happened, ever. Literally, I actually made me hate them. Digibo's a fucking idiot who brings this incredibly shit deck, and he's like, yeah, my deck's good. He doesn't know any of the fucking rules. He's like, oh, I can summon more than one in turn. And I like, no, because prices. So yeah, of course you can. It's like, he doesn't even fucking understand math. He's like, why does his website not do it for you? Because there's like over 1,000 fucking cards in effect, you piece of shit. You have to learn them yourself. And the fucking monkey's like, I'm gonna bring a stall deck. And then he's like, oh wait, this is taking 40 minutes and it's incredibly boring. You brought a fucking stall deck. Why do you think, you piece of shit? You're a fucking idiot. And I'm like, he's like, oh, you should know that I play these cards. You can play shit cards, alright? You fucking shit. And I hate Digibro. The video proves everything anyone's ever said bad about Digibro, right? Because he doesn't like pay attention. He doesn't know anything, but he acts as if
So
he does.
Digi's a pedophile?
Yes. The video also proves that.
Yeah.
Watching this 10-part documentary,
Bad
I
at
would
Yu-Gi-Oh!
explain.
You are a pedophile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's how you know. That's gonna be
Samurai needs to kill Digibro and take his place.
There's only been like a couple of times I've been like mad at Digi. The only times I can really like think of right now at the top of my head is when he dropped a Please for the Universe, which I went on Digibro versus everybody to argue about, but I was too like wholesome and cute, and it just ended up not being an argument. Which but like, even though I was planning to just feel like, fuck you, Digibro, to get
Because
little
like, because he dropped an anime, I mean, he even gave his reasons for dropping it. He made a
Yeah,
fucking
but I
video
disagreed
about
with them completely. And, well, it's not like I hate him for it. I'm just like, why would you do that? So I went to talk to him about it. And then, this is more me being mad at May than at Digi. But, like, in their podcast about A Silent Voice, May said that, like, Shoko was a weak female character. And to me, like, Shoko is, like, the best representation of, like, disability I've ever seen. And, like, the only good representation of disability for that matter. I also was gonna go on Digibro versus everybody and argue about that, but then the show just died.
Versus everybody.
Yeah. Because all the arguments were either memes or things he'd done before. He's like, he didn't want to keep doing it.
Wasn't that the whole point of doing it, though?
Yeah, Dicky Bro doesn't understand himself. He like constantly makes videos about how he's gonna change, and like he never does. He's like an abusive boyfriend now.
He always does, but he never changes constantly. It's always 1 or 2 episodes of a thing, and then the next thing usually.
Yeah, he talked about recently about doing positive videos and like doing it. I think he said on a more frequent basis.
Yeah, and then like how they market it. And that never happened.
It happened, and then he realized that it's not gonna do anything well, and so he just gave up on it.
Yeah,
and he
did
even
in
had
smaller
this,
capacity.
He had this positive series with Respect the Greats, but that didn't last too long, unfortunately. I really liked it.
Yeah, I really like that one too.
I really love Digibro. Like, I don't think I've ever been mad at it.
I mean, but I actually do love him. I think he's one of the best things on YouTube. I think he's actually the best thing on YouTube.
Yeah, I think so too. But like, I don't know. I think he's not. His opinion pieces and like vlogs and like just weird shit, like insomnia analysis, stuff like that, and like some of his more individual analytical content, like analyzing one show or something, is good, is great even. But like, especially when he tries to talk about older anime or like the anime community, I feel he doesn't know a fucking single thing of what he's talking about.
Yes.
Yep.
I feel like he's just found out that information.
Also, another thing is that I can't remember what it was, but I remember like one time Digi was
and
like.
Also, him trying to pass it off as being Gonzo is also a bit. It's not quite. It's basically misunderstanding what Gonzo is. Trying to pass that sort of stuff off as Gonzo.
Well, he rebranded it, I guess.
Yeah.
Digi needs his own label. He doesn't fit that of any other person.
Not even his own.
Yes.
Why would you say he's not like a Gonzo journalist?
What?
Why would you say he's not like a Gonzo journalist?
Okay, 1 second. Let me get the exact definition of Gonzo.
Until then, let's fill that there. So, today I'm eating nuts.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
They're alright.
Yeah, and then the only other time I've ever been like mad at Digi is like I can't remember like the exact details, but he was just like talking about like something related to mental illness that I got mad. I think he said like schizophrenia ain't real or something like that.
What?
And I'm just like, hey, I have that.
You unreal, man. You unreal.
You can't even see a dog.
Okay. I think Digi is Gonzo, but I think Digi is Gonzo, but sometimes he makes videos like on the anime community or on like anime history or something related to those two, and then he when he's proven wrong about it, he passes it off as being Gonzo, which I think is kind of cheap.
That's kind of terrible.
Yeah,
that's very terrible.
Yeah,
but he's done that because he's usually pretty open about being wrong. Like when people say he's wrong, he usually
there has been multiple times where he passed it off as it's just Gonzo. You know, it's just from my experience. It's just from my experience of my anime history that I'm trying to present to get more people into anime history. That's not a good fucking way of doing shit, Digi.
I mean, like, when he, like, says that, I'm just thinking that like I don't know if he's like really admitting saying that he's right. I think he's just saying, "Oh, this is just I made this because it's just my personal experience with it and my own view." And if you disagree, that's
video
fine.
about it if you have zero experience with it, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I just want to say that
argument, I think at times it can be reasonable. Like I feel like he's not like super unreasonable with that.
Yeah.
No, he was really reasonable on Digibro versus everybody also. With the whole lolly debate and everything. So he can be, he just isn't always, because he's a human being.
Yeah.
He does that in his video when he's like face to face with someone. He's like a normal human being who like treats them bad.
Like a slightly weird human being.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that Digibro has actively or openly said that like he does not care about his opinions. I don't know if that's an exact quote, but like he just like he doesn't like he says his opinions, but it's not like it's all his opinions are his hill to die.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
And that's what I really love about Digibro is that sometimes he just won't give a fuck. And I just love those vibes.
All the time,
he was of AnyTube. That's how I describe him because he just doesn't care about anyone. And I'm just like saying no.
Yeah, so such a positive trait.
It's like that me.
I mean, that's everyone though. Like trying to hold people to an opinion they had a fucking year ago is not it's not good.
You can't even hold me to an opinion I have right now.
Yes,
like
agreed.
I like a month ago I liked the number 7. I don't anymore. That was a conversation. Yeah, I don't.
Number 7.
Oh, can I like talk about like how like a lot of people hate Digi because of the fact that he makes Godzo journalism?
It's not objective, quote unquote, or is what's criticism specifically?
It's just like basically people say that he's a bad critic and that all criticism should be and Digi thinks that objectivity doesn't exist.
Well, okay. Objectivity and academic criticism is different from objectivity based in on like what is like fact. You know, objectivity in academic criticism has to do with like analyzing something as a object and then what effects it has as an object on other things. Yeah.
Joe from Pause and Select is basically the only AnyTuber who knows what objectivity actually means.
Yeah, who knows what objectivity means in an academic, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, and then like a lot of people say that his content has no value because it's Gonzo. And it's just, I have so much problem with this where I just feel like there's like so many different AnyTubers. And like so many like different, well, there's not so many different AnyTubers, there's so many like different types of criticism and styles of videos that you can make. Why just restrict it to one thing? And I feel like I don't follow Digi because of the reviews. I follow him because of his ideas and how I just think he's such an interesting, relatable figure, and just following the arc of how he's grown and the different stages of his life via his videos is one of the most interesting and fun narratives. Yes. And I feel like there is a lot of value in expressing yourself and your own opinions via your videos and via art. Because, like, for me, the reason analysis videos is just to have people better understand me and my views and why I have this opinion. And sometimes that requires me giving my personal experiences. And I don't understand how people can say that like his content doesn't have value when it's like it helped me so much when I was like sad like listening to this guy talk about his own like personal experiences and views. It's just interesting to see why people act the way they do. It's like objectivity is boring to me. Like there's so much objective like analysis channels on YouTube. It's like I don't care.
I think there are very little like actual academic term objective instead of
but
yeah.
Fail.
Like no, like I mean, based on objects academic, not like based on facts academic. Man, fucking.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like, every popular AniTuber is just, like, I feel like, honestly, in a way, like, gonzo. Like, they're expressing, like, their opinions.
Yeah.
In terms of objectivity, like, no, they're not. And so, like, honestly, like, what content at that point is, worth it to these people? None of it.
Okay, what's a good quote-unquote objective as in based on objects criticism in anime YouTube? Pause and select series on the apocalypse.
Still haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, it's really
I
good.
have. It's good, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a completely different breed of content.
Yeah, that is what objective criticism is. It's based on objects.
It's like
I could explain more. I should just link something that what the difference is between.
It sounds like this term's been utterly bastardized.
Yes, it has been utterly bastardized.
I feel like it's hard for like you to really be objective in your videos because there's so many people they're
based on
their
facts
videos
in your
is like
videos.
another
Yes.
part of them,
Yeah, I mean that's where a lot of problems of humanity exist. I also think like honestly, most stuff it's like for the community. Like there's shonen tards, and so for Neverworld, I'm sure his content makes complete sense to them and is like good for them. But like, one of you was reading off one of the titles earlier for this podcast of one of his videos, and it just made like no sense to me and was clearly just wrong. But I'm sure to the shonen community, it makes sense why they would title it, and if he was only involved in the shonen community, why you think
the title of our podcast doesn't make any sense to someone who doesn't know what Neo-Otaku is. It's just completely random.
Yeah, but
I mean, anyone who isn't part of the Neo-Otaku
podcast.
Discord, this podcast will be,
Yeah, like,
this is
like,
so-
nobody's gonna see this.
this is so like steeped in the culture of the Neo-Otaku Discord.
We've also talked about how like abrasive it is to like anyone who doesn't already understand.
Yeah.
All right, let me break down the subcultures here real quick. It's okay, anime community. All right, AniTube community. All right, go even further. Digibro sphere. That's going way further. But
You got like PCP community.
then go into PCP.
Neo-Otaku.
So that's podcasts. Then go into the Neo-Otaku, and then go specifically into Neo-Otaku Discord. And then that's how niche we are. Because we're fans of the Neo-Otaku, making our own podcast. The only like a server of like people who are active, which is not it's super inactive server. Well, let's say there's only like 15 people who like see stuff in there. So it's like this is like one of the nichest things in the world. The
There's
only
like
way
100
this could get
people in the
nicher is if
It's literally just us. Just us.
Yeah.
Literally, currently.
We make content for the sake of making content.
What
Hey,
if I
we're
was
kind
true
of what it
artists. We're true artists.
hell yeah.
guys?
Go to Reds.
I have
Ratio of-
1.1k subscribers. I could just shill this.
That would be bad. That would be bad.
We have a channel with 3.4k subscribers in. We have a guy with 3.4k subscribers in the server.
Well, I have 35 subscribers. I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
I
got
2
one.
subscribers.
Yeah.
One. Uno.
I want negative subscribers, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not niche enough. I'm
We
not.
need more dislike bars. We need to make our dislike bars the fattest ever.
Anyway, Digi content. What are we talking about?
What's something I like about Digi?
Everything.
He's alright. He's just like precious, Like it's hard to describe, but just
What
like when I
an
see
endearing
like
character.
yeah, when I see
Who came up
like
with this character? Vollkommen.
they and Digi together, I'm just like that's who I want to be. I know it's sad that this generation is fucking looking up to YouTubers, but I mean to be honest, I could do a lot worse. I mean,
Yeah.
like.
If
Digi has
anything, Digibro's
subscribers
made it like super like relatable girlfriend, and shit. Like honestly, what more could you ask? And like only thing he could ask for more is a little more stable of a like job. And even that, like the Patreon's pretty strong.
I mean, Digi also like he doesn't have healthy spending habits. He said this before multiple times.
He isn't healthy in general, I would say.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, not as a criticism, but I think
as an observation.
As a fact.
Yeah.
As an observation. Subjective observation.
Yeah, yes.
What a fucking miracle that Digibro is even so popular and is so cool and all that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything left to say about Digi.
Well, I do.
Okay,
sort
go
of.
ahead.
So, like, just kind of expanding more about how he's inspired me. Like, I would, like, fantasize about, like, living Digi's life. Because, honest to God, he lives the life that every geek wants to live. Like, he is the definition of a Chad nerd. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like, he literally has, like, everything that I want. Like, to like get over my depression, to like coming on top over like my years of suffering, to like have a girlfriend who completely understands you and gives you who's like super cute and just gives you everything that you could possibly want out of a relationship, like a giant ocha cave, being able to go outside and act like an adult and spend money and make baller-ass content with the community that I adore. That's like...
Oh, yeah.
Having Sai lay on his feet and beg him for attention.
Like, I would... I'm, like, literally marking myself as the lesbian Digibrony MLP because I just want to, like, get that good with my content and, like, make the content that I want to make while still being able to hack the system. And just find a group of people who can understand me, like a friend group that I'm comfortable with, and who like I could joke around and be but also be personal, and just have the time of my life with. Like I just want that, and like it kind of gives me hope in a way that someone as weird as me could like belong if Digi can do it.
This is what this podcast is basically for us. For some of us.
Yeah, and Digi has even said that that's basically his goal, to show people that such a person can exist. Yeah. I think in this vlog of why After Dark still After Dark or something like that, he basically states that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And
are we done with the discussion on Digi? I want to say one last thing for y'all.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't really like Digibro anymore. Like, he's happy now, and that's actually honestly made me completely uninterested in him.
Oh my god! Let me bitch about that. I hate it when people say that, where it's like, I want
him to be happy. I want him to be happy. But I'm also uninterested by it now. Like, he doesn't, like, interest me anymore.
He has always has problems, and it doesn't take long until he has something to worry about.
I want him to do more weird vlogs. I want more insomnia analysis, god damn it.
Like,
I want the Suffer Social Media podcast to return.
Yeah. Monkey's best right now. He'll make great content. It'll be amazing. Oh, go ahead, Digi.
It's okay. I love like modern Digi more than ever because like seeing this arc of like someone who's like you could see this through his music. There's like Bedroom Bedrock, which is like really like badly produced and like grubby and like kind of like gross sounding, but that's the appeal. It sounds like someone just made it in a drunken fit at like 3 o'clock in the morning in their bedroom.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah, it just represents his mind state so well. And then you get to Gay and Done.
Videos where he talks about bedroom bass rock. He talks about his like experience of going to bedroom bass rock, where he's like on the ground dead and all, like dead in his room to like Gay and Dead. where it was where him realizing that he's different, but also realizing that that's okay. And then he has like, well, I don't think he's made it yet, but he has well paid and well laid. Where he's like, yep, I'm happy now. I'm living the life. And I'm uninterested by anything past he's done since like the second one.
Well, I want to before Rizzy continues, I just want to say that when I say like he's an interesting character, I really mean it. Like his art, his life is very compelling. It's so detailed, and it's also so it gives me hope as well that I could, possibly make something of this world that I hate and have ire for everyone age 0 or higher. Like, it's just so Digibro is so relatable, and at the end of the day, I'm not as old as him. So my story, my arc, hasn't happened yet. I want it to happen.
I mean, I should just. I don't know. I have a hard time. This is more personal, but I have a hard time. Like, it's paradoxical when I'm trying to motivate myself, because I always try to do a million things, and I never get anything done.
And then you get sad, and then you stop doing all of them.
Yeah, and then I fucking start screaming in Muncie's Discord chat, and I delete all of it an hour later when I fucking literally ran around town. God. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was gonna say, then we go on to Gay and Dead. Gay and Dead is, as Digi described, it has like a very interesting narrative to it, where it's like, at the beginning, it kind of goes from him being like, yeah, I'm depressed, like he's, like, in a way he's like, he's gay and he's rotting, but I don't know how to describe it. It's like, but he's like still, but he owns it, but then as it goes on and the album ends, it shows that at the end of the day, even though he's much more confident now, even if he's like, his fight to start getting things around, at the end of the day, he's still depressed and miserable. And then you get to the Ghost of Midwinter Ballers, which sounds like a clusterfuck and resembles how he's so weird and bizarre, but it's much more like happy and uplifting, and it ends with a love song about his wife. And that love song, goddammit, is like, I listen to that and I just cry, because it reminds me like so much of like my relationship with like my girlfriends, and just like how, yeah, I'm gonna get better. And just like seeing that arc of like, yeah, even if I like older Digi might be more relatable, we will still always have those videos. With the new videos, I have something to look up to now, which I feel like is what I really need, is something to like inspire to. Like, I know I'm probably hyping Digi up, but he's just a bro,
I just hope YouTube doesn't purge the old videos at some point because of some controversy, or I don't know. I could see that happening.
That has all of them downloaded, I'm sure.
Very good. Yeah, I'm sure somebody has probably pretty much every video.
I'm pretty sure Digibro has all of them downloaded at this point.
Yeah.
He knows the fear. So next, YouTuber. We should talk about Murder's Basement.
Oh god.
I think I have an interesting opinion. I'll let you guys go first, because my opinion is purely going to be in reaction.
1 second, sorry. I just need to talk. Okay.
What a bitch talking to real people. Get out of here.
Sorry. I know you're afraid of real people. Go back to your
so
wife
scared.
Not even a
Every day
robot.
I just curl up in the corner and I just can't take it.
Alright, so Murder's Basement. I found him through the Digibro things he did. Like, Digibro pointed him out in one of his videos. I was like, I'll watch this guy. I thought he's alright for a bit. This was around a base. So I was like, yeah, this is fine. But now I gave up on him around the random, the fucking robot Let's Player. Not because I disliked the video, but because I was completely uninterested with it. And I want to mention the main reason was he put out so much content it actually disgusted me because it was all like shit that he didn't care about, and I was like, I don't like this. And I want to say I only bring this up because recently he made a video, not recently, but when Stan Lee died, he made a video like Stan Lee in anime, and I stopped it 10 minutes in because in that fucking video, it literally says at one point, he recommends stuff that Stan Lee's worked on in anime. In manga and stuff, and he's like, there's probably more to this, but I haven't had time because I'm working on too much of this stuff. And like, what the fuck are you making this video for, you piece of shit? Like, why does this exist then? You're making a video about recommending Stan Lee stuff, but like, you're saying yourself you haven't given it time. And that's my main issue with him, is that like he can't care about anything he's doing, and he's obviously isn't writing it all at this point. At this point, he has writers doing it for him, and he disgusts me. He's like the corporate Digi bro, and it's horrible.
I also think his jokes aren't funny.
Yeah, he's kind of just like a business now. Like, he has to get that video out on time to make that money. It's like...
He doesn't though. He has a shit ton of money, I'm sure.
Exactly.
And if he doesn't, what the fuck is he doing with his with it?
It just needs to stop. Like, I've only seen a few of his videos, like, but any of the serious ones, I just hate. Or it's just like, yep, you didn't really need to make this video. This is the dumbest idea for a video. Congratulations. Like, well, there was like a recent one, I think it was like English dub OPs. It's like, that were nice. It's just like, yeah, you just kind of listed a bunch of English dub OPs. Good job.
I'm going to list all the ones you care about. The 4 kids, English dub of One Piece. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
it's like, yeah, okay. You made a point that there can be some nice English dub OPs. Why did you need to make this whole massive video about it? You didn't. And
that gets the clicks, the views.
Oh god, are we? All right. I cannot wait to shit on Mother's Basement. Let's go.
None of us can. Half the reason this existed because of that. The other half it did, bro.
All right.
Go ahead.
Mother's Basement. He's actually. Oh my god, he's another channel that I found around the time I found like the Anime Man. He was like, I like looked up to him a lot as a content creator. He's kind of like, I viewed him as like kind of like Arcana, where it's like really like easy to consume content. But 1 sec.
I feel like Arcana is actually good for new viewers. Like,
yeah, I think Arcana, he's not an analyst channel. He's like a review channel. So you're not taking his. He's just recommending you stuff.
He'll always be good for people who are new to anime. Like, he will always be good for that. But people
makes them think they know more.
Yeah, it's such a tragedy that he took over the Weebcast, because the Weebcast was so good, but then he basically crashed and burned it to the ground, and now he hasn't uploaded it for almost a year. And before that, he only had shitty guests. There was a short while with Best Guy Ever where it was still good, but all in all, Digi gave it to him and he fucked it up big time.
Yeah.
Honestly, he would have given up on it anyway. So like, it was just a delayed death.
Yeah.
The Weebcast was good. I did like him on that. Like on there, he felt like he actually was like caring, talked about shit he cared about.
Yeah, I used to like him in general when he had only like 5 videos out. That was when I discovered him, but he made so many shitty decisions later on that I can't justify it anymore.
Yeah. He brought a lot of good
videos. Like there was the Jura and Bakuto comparison thing. I think that one was like...
That's literally his first video. It's still one of his best, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this kind of makes sense. But even then, I wasn't a massive fan of that. I was like, oh yeah, that's nice enough.
He first lost me with Erased. Why Erased is secretly a masterpiece because of genre. The genre makes it good. Do you think so?
I still think he can make good meme pieces, like the Waifu Wars video that had like, yeah, it's just shitty content, but at least it's a bit funny. It's like, meme. But then it's kind of, even then, it's a bit of an old meme. But
yeah, like, and what recently really pissed me off was, you know how he did that video against pirating? There's no good reason to pirate. Yeah, he on Twitter he said, But he said that it was a reply to that other video from Unique MSOs. But he said on Twitter that he deliberately didn't say that because he didn't want to give such filthy people the exposure. So he made literally a response video and purposely didn't inform people to what he was responding.
Yep.
This is irrelevant to this basement, but it's one of the greatest things that Monkey Jones ever did. Some guy paid him $100 to like review his shitty video about how Monkey Jones is bad now, and so instead of like just like doing that, he then reviewed this other literally 10-year-old on his iPad, and he at the end of the video he's like, "What you guys choose? Who do you subscribe to, him or the kid?" And the kid got like 10,000 like subscribers in like a week. It was amazing.
I don't give a shit about Mother's Basement. He's bad.
Yep.
I don't. I've seen one or two of his videos, and I have nothing to say. Nothing other than what you guys have to say.
Yeah,
and I really just don't give a fuck.
It's gonna be like an interesting thing when I get to my stuff. I know Rizzy wants to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about my views on the boy Jeff Do before my mom
Jeff with the J.
interrupted me.
We have to make that distinction.
Yeah, and so with Jeff, I like thought he was like Arcana, but like whereas like his content was very, very consumable, you know, came out every single week, pretty like not very complex or like smart or anything like that, I guess. Yeah, like he literally like pays someone to find out what are the most popular anime and the most popular opinions of the season. Like it's very like boilerplate shit, you know. Just I just feel like he could, judging by his old content, like his old content was good, but I just feel like he could have done so much more, and he was able to hack the algorithm, and now he has a stable living condition, but like at the cost of artistic freedom, and like I just feel like if he just needs to stop constantly pumping out content that isn't gonna make his channel better. Yeah, it'll be more appealing to like the normie audience, but I'm just so sick and tired. Yeah, I'm so sick and tired of just YouTubers like him who just seem to not care about their artistic integrity at all, and just they're nothing but a shill now. It's kind of
he's trying to be MadPat from Game Theory, but he isn't even smart enough to do that properly.
Yeah,
he just even worked with him.
Yeah, he works for him as his right
He's a writer. He's a writer for Game Theory.
Yeah, he didn't even meet the Pope.
He should have
taken how do you fuck it up that bad?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, like, yeah, he is trying to be game theory with this presentation a lot. But it's like,
Jesse, you don't understand. You don't understand. He literally writes for MadPat. He literally writes for MadPat.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a writer for
literally.
Game Theory.
I know that, but it's like, I'm just saying that with, like, why would, like, even if you, like, work with him, why would you inspire to be MadPat? Like, yeah, he has money, but he doesn't have respect.
Yeah.
Like,
and MadPat is honestly smarter. As MadPat is smart. Jeff is not as smart.
Yeah, and it's like,
actually
also,
makes better content.
Like, with someone like Digi, he has such a, like, a loyal, like, cult following, and such a, like, a big, like, interesting and beautiful, like, fan base, like, but, like, Jeff doesn't have that. I feel like he never will. And, like, that's what I want. It's just, I feel like it's a matter of, like, what you want from YouTube, and it's like, what I want is just, I'm sick and tired of people pandering to the algorithm. Like, Digi does this, but, like, he finds a way to, like, hack it in a sense. Like, him and Best Guy Ever found a way to hack the algorithm and just make it so that they can still make the content that they want, but still be able to, like, get big.
What I think is hilarious when you look at old PCP videos and so endless Jess and Jeff interacting, it's so bizarre because they're like polar opposites of each other.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I feel like too many anime YouTubers. Someone just left.
Just keep rest in peace.
I think Kano went to
it's
sleep.
Kano, yeah.
Kano.
Let him
Yeah.
go. He has literally
poor guy.
not said a word.
Yes.
He said like 2 words.
I kind of feel
He has
sorry.
literally died.
But like, I think too many anime YouTubers are chasing the algorithm and are making too much of like the videos about the same stuff, essentially.
I don't understand why. Like, for Mudder's Basement, at least he has money, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't need
He
so
has a
much more.
shit ton. And
Yeah, like, why?
I think
keep
he's
going?
addicted.
Why not?
I think he's addicted. I'm not memeing.
I think
Like,
that he
it's
thinks
a
it's
gambler's
fun.
addiction.
I think
To
he
be
thinks
fair,
it's fun.
I don't think he's set for life or anything, so making more money is still reasonable for
I
him.
mean, no, you
I
can
just
never
want more
make enough
diversity
money.
in
That is a
anime.
fact.
Just also in like topics of videos and also types of videos on
Yeah, you can,
anime
like,
on YouTube.
can
I
do
think
more
it's
that
too
you
much
actually give
of
a shit
people
about.
trying to do the same things on the same topics, and it's not interesting. Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying, Scorn?
I was just saying that, like, I think he's like, I think he thinks it's like a game. He like enjoys gaming algorithm. It isn't just done for like his own, like, just for the money. He's doing it because he actually actively enjoys it. I think this is the same with Mappa. They're like, they get a satisfaction from like knowing that they're beating the game, so to speak.
Yeah.
I want to
Um,
know, like, specifically where it comes from. Is it like a god complex? I fooled these fools, or is it like
No,
just
it's like-
pure
it's like a-
endorphin?
I think there was a
It's like a
video he
level, like-
explained it in actually. That he was like into some gaming community or something trying to work there, and it's like, oh, now I'll do this, and I can achieve
it's like-
something through it. But I can't remember
Vamp,
the
have you
video.
ever watched like speedruns? It's like very entertaining to like see these people who've like mastered the game. That's like it's that same kind of satisfaction where like you're completely into this, you own this, and you can like do whatever the fuck you want and still be successful.
Yeah.
Except
I wish
he can't do whatever the fuck he wants and still be successful. He has to do
He
what
has to do this thing.
within
Exactly.
the algorithm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean that he's not on that level, but he's at the level that he knows what he has to do to be successful, but he can't like do whatever he wants and be successful.
No.
I think he's afraid that like if he does more of his own thing, he might like use everything else as an option.
Because he has no personality.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
there's basement feels so
Have you
fake.
watched
That-
the
that's the
PCP episodes
problem.
with him on? Like he has no personality. He's just
He kills.
he's
He kills in the
completely
spot.
overshadowed.
we've talked about this before, yeah, but yeah, he killed those podcasts. I agree with that.
This is actually kind of what I wanted to talk about. Like, getting into, like, not just any YouTubers, but just any YouTuber. Like, at the start, it's for their content, but then at one point, they need to have, like, a good enough personality to get into. And when you fall in love with the personality, then you love the channel, basically, and all the content, like, no matter what.
Yeah,
Like-
it's like Digibro can post a video and
Like, yeah, I was watching, like, Digibro, like, analyze just types of beer. So, like, just this series, just him talking like, oh, this is the beer I like. Oh,
I'm
this
so,
is
I'm so
another
sad he
beer I like.
cancelled
And he
it.
did that weekly. And I watched that. I was just like, yes, this is content. But it wasn't. It was just rambling about
right.
being drunk. It was just
At one
him
point,
rambling about being drunk. But I loved it
think
anyway.
I think the Pedantic Romantic made a video on her vlog channel that was like about like what kind of vlogs she should be able to do. Like what
Yeah,
people will find entertaining.
I remember that one.
People comment on that video like you could make a video of you taking a shit and I would still watch it. And so fucking Digibro does that. He makes a video that randomly in the video he just takes a piss and you just see it. And I was like, this is fucking content. I don't know how good it is. It's Digibro,
It is.
so I like it.
Because once you love the player, you just love everything about them.
Yes.
I don't care.
And I think
You just want to see
as
the
you were saying, like as you're saying, Jeff has like failed to capture that in like any of us. And I
Yeah,
feel like
so,
a
like,
lot more people.
You might watch
It's
one or two of
the
his
cult
videos. So.
personality kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stop it.
And that's back to the thing with like the objective content, like with Joe. It's just like, yeah, you might see a few of the videos like, yeah, they're really good. But if you see any of his personality underneath that, like his second channel, I left him on the second channel. He's great.
What sold me on Joe was he made a live. I told this before. He did a live stream where like he went on a dating site to try and convince people to subscribe to his channel, and it was great.
I just love the fact that Joe was an overlord live reactor, because that's like so the opposite of what you would expect from him, and so the most looked down upon aspect. But he's like the most respected guy, even though he started with the least respected thing.
I want to say that like Overwatch's reactions were incredibly respectable though. Like for some reason, I felt like he knew exactly what he's talking about while doing it. It might be like, you know, biased from like watching his newer stuff and then going back to his older stuff. But like he feels like, I feel like he knows what he's talking about. I feel like those are the best reactions because I'm talking to a guy who like has the education in this shit and he's like explaining to us.
That was the reason why he wasn't successful. I think he was too smart to be a reactor.
Like no memeing, yeah. I talked with Joe at some point about. I told him like, oh, like your ReZero video made me watch ReZero, and I obviously wasn't playing the video, but like I was just so interested to see like what is the execution of, you know, the thing he's explaining, because like he's basically like he told me that he didn't really care much for the show, and that totally makes sense. Like how Joe goes about his content, because it's like even, and I've become to appreciate anime more, even like him, where it's like I am more interested in like the idea of an execution of a narrative arc or something, what something could like mean, you know.
Yes.
As like anime as in general. I don't know, I'm not explaining this good, but like knowing that context of the ReZero video, it was clearly like he wanted to talk about this concept, not really ReZero. He just used ReZero as an example. It's a very academic thing to do, and yes. I think it's really cool.
Oh, I wanted to mention something that you guys mentioned earlier about how, yeah, your content might be good, but if you don't have an interesting personality, no one's going to stick around at the end of the day. And that reminded me of one of my favorite YouTuber, and also my other GM, Infinite Outlaw, who, like, their content isn't, like, super, like, high quality.
It's not even on YouTube anymore. It's just personal vlogs.
Yeah, it's just like personal vlogs. I mean, they do make like they are actually planning to make more written anime analysis, but it's they just kind of like because they were making like nothing but vlogs for a while about just like kind of archiving their life. Yeah, just archiving their life, their experiences, and their morals, and just but now they're actually planning to switch back to analysis, and it's like. The thing is that even though their like editing isn't like super complex or interesting, and even if they don't make scripted content as much and things like that, I still find them to be the best YouTuber. And I like even when we were dating, I like always have just adored their content because I've never met someone like her in my entire life. Like. And, like, that's the appeal I feel like a lot of people get. It's like she represents, like, she's kind of like Digi in a way where she represents that someone like her can exist. And just kind of, like, giving normies an insight into, like, what it's like to, like, grow up in her shoes, like, as someone with so much trauma and, like, who has gone through so much. And, like, seeing how, like, much she's changed over the years from, like, a Minecraft channel to now just like kind of this cluster. It's so interesting. I love it. It's so ooh.
There's so many channels, so many videos. It's ridiculous. It's like, there's like points where it just makes videos every single day. And but it's just like it's just random vlogs. It's just talking on topics. And if you get into that like daily flow of just watching like one a day, it's amazing. Like I've fallen in and out, like constantly back and forth on the content, but it's good to be in it. It's like
so much to say. Like I've never met someone who's just like because you know they're hikikomori. They have just spent their entire life just thinking, and so of course they're gonna have and so much has like happened, especially like recently with their life. Like this is what has been one of their most chaotic years, and it's just like. following that, it's kind of sad, but like also it's like I'm rooting for her. She's a hero. Ooh, again.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Also,
If we're done with that, we should probably move on to that anime snob.
Oh boy, my favorite boy.
Did you watch his racism video?
Wait, what? He made a video
He
about
basically
racism?
made a video where he said, yeah, racism is good because it's natural, it's it's in human nature, and therefore we
Basically,
should-
he said racism came out of, but he didn't mention tribalism at all, and so he just didn't know what
Yeah,
any
he-
terms he should have used. And so it's like he made like a very obvious and whatever point, but like stating why the reality of what it is.
Yeah, but he basically
Like he went about it in the worst way possible.
Yeah, it basically came off as racism is undervalued. Basically,
So like racism is good? It can help people?
no, he said it is important that we need to recognize racism, and there's no reason to be ashamed of being racist because it's in nature. And then he
Oh.
also said something about migration, I think. So,
Oh my god.
you know,
Oh,
modern
no.
politics.
Let's not get into that.
Anime snob, just stop. Please stop. You're like in your
Shooting yourself in the
30s.
butt.
Please, for the love of God, stop while you're ahead. You are making me watch it die.
Let's not get into this, please.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
imagine if some of
kinda-
those phrases were just like swapped with like tribalism and stuff. Oh,
Yes.
this is why people feel this way because of tribalism, tribes. And
He,
like,
he really
if
should
it's
have
just
said
that, then it would have been fine.
he should have said prejudice because he meant basically every sort of prejudice.
But like, was his argument that it's natural, therefore it's good?
Not that it's good, but that people, for one, shouldn't be shamed for it, and that yes, that it wasn't good, but it had some value. Basically, I think
Like,
better watch the video yourself. I don't want
I
to
never
misrepresent him.
I've never watched that anime snob video, and I never will. But he is the greatest meme.
Yeah.
I watched one video about the Max, and I do think the Max is really good, and that he likes it is good. But yeah, I'm too scared to touch any other content of his.
Yeah,
It's mostly bad. There's a lot
Yeah.
of quickly made content with like very little editing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
saw
I would
that.
say the racism video is kind of worth watching just to see like why snob is so
level.
misunderstood and like all that stuff. Why it's a meme. The Neotaku episode with interview with him.
Oh
was
yes, that was keynote.
fucking-
We already talked
Oh,
about
yeah.
this in the podcast episode, if you want to listen to that one.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to that already, folks, like do it now. Like our podcast is garbage. Go listen to that one. You
Yeah,
get
go
to see
listen to
the man.
Neotaku.
I mean, we talked about
Yeah,
this
see the original.
episode. We talked about this particular episode and stuff about the snob on the podcast episode of this podcast.
Yeah, all right. Then I have nothing else to say on the snob.
Yeah, the snob is basically like Team Rocket. He's like this recurring villain who always gets beaten but always comes back, but he's never really fit. I don't know. And that makes him endearing somehow.
Yeah, really does. Oh my god, what a fucking... He's not a god like Ben Shapiro, where he's just a complete madman, but he's kind of... I feel bad.
Okay, this is epic.
Do we have...
Review.
This podcast is pretty epic, guys. Subscribe to What the What.
Yeah, subscribe to PewDiePie.
do I have
No, subscribe to What the What. This is the real reason I came out. To preach
Yeah.
Do we have anything
to
left?
the message that everyone must hear. Subscribe to What the What.
I still need to watch What the What stuff because I only seen like the one or two videos What the What had before they actually legitimately did anime like analysis and stuff. And so like I just know them for the like shitty, like not very funny, like edited not really edited, well edited clips of like Digibro. And so I left like a big like comment, which is probably still on one of the videos. Like, this is like bad and this is why I think it is. It's probably like worded horribly. So don't, but
do you have anything left to say?
I'm sure what the what is great. What's up, Master?
Do you have anything left to say?
I want to give a big shout out to Demolition D. May he come back someday.
Oh my god, wait, alright, so the Vikings won. The Vikings won a game recently, so that means he's gonna make a video again.
Supposedly.
That's what he said on Twitter. He better
Yes.
look that, or else I'm coming to his house and shooting him.
I would literally give up my apartment so that he would return to YouTube.
I don't know. Demo is good. Not great, but he's good.
Yeah.
I think he's
He
funny.
had like a level of money, yeah.
Yeah, and his Ava videos are very good, I think.
They are super good. I'm so
I think one of them was taken down.
everywhere. I never got the
They're on
chance to
Daily
see
Motion.
it. Oh, it's on Daily Motion?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna watch it like right after this then.
Yeah, it's great. It's probably the best thing he's done. And like, I liked it if he'd done more, but you know, he decided to do something else, which I think is
He actually had
completely fair.
he had a video
I think it's
against Lolicon.
Yeah.
And that was Stump. That made me lose a little bit of respect because he's basically like,
But
yeah, Lolly is bad because it makes pedophiles or something like that.
I think people need to stop hammering him to do videos when he doesn't want to. I think people need to stop harassing him.
I mean, like, I'm not harassing him to make more videos. I'm just like, I'm just
not
praying,
accusing
you
of
know,
doing it.
in silence.
I'm not accusing
Yeah.
you of doing it, but like, there are a lot of people that do
There are people-
harass him constantly to make videos.
Well,
Like, he wasn't one of
honestly,
Nino's,
he is my
but,
content slave. He needs to do what I say.
Like, he
But
wasn't
that's
one
not
of
productive.
he wasn't one of Nino's streams recently that I got a link to, and it was he was just kind of, he sounded really sad, and he didn't want to be there, and kind of annoyed
Yes.
at people asking him to do shit.
I did hear
Demo?
like his
Yeah,
his stream that he like
he
was
wasn't
on
one of
Twitch or
Nino's
something.
streams a month or two ago. I got linked that.
Yeah, now
somewhere.
I'm referring to the one where he was like talking about like shitty like financial situation or something, and how like he like partnered up with like some people or studio or something on YouTube or something. I forget what they're called. But basically like he just made shit for money off of these super popular ass videos, and like so he just quit YouTube like soon after.
I mean, that's like, if he doesn't want to do it anymore, that's completely fair. And I think,
Yeah.
again, people should stop hounding him to do content.
Yeah, and what I was about to say is like legit, like he sounded like super bad, sad, and just like this guy is super genuine.
Yeah.
I do not want him to be crushed any further
Yeah.
by this fucking system.
No.
Yeah.
He really is like a Digi who didn't really climb out of his depression hole sometimes, I
No,
think.
he just doesn't want to make content anymore. He's done with it.
Oh, okay.
Like, he said so multiple times, and like, yeah.
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 Do whatever.
Well, Monkey Jones got crushed, so that's all that matters.
He has like that. Oh, shit.
He also had really big problems before with drama and stuff.
Didn't Resi left.
Oh,
Shit. What a gauntlet.
Well, bye.
you
Right.
nice to
Probably
talk
like
to
dinner or
you.
something. No depression. Rip.
Yeah. Relatable.
Like, yeah, Mumkey, didn't he have his channel terminated before?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year, I think.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure.
No, he said he's not coming back. He said that is
No,
confirmed that
no,
he's
but
not coming
like,
back.
I'm sure he'll recover.
He's got a new one up. Let me get the video. It's on.
Yeah.
It's in
Look, the
Mungie's
channels are
server.
gone. I know. And it's not coming back. Yes, I know. Okay.
No. I said he's got. I said there's another video. Go to a Mungie server
Gaming
on YouTube.
expedition.
Yeah, I think he changed his gaming expedition to just a monkey jungle.
Yeah, I think I posted the video.
Yeah, but like this will snow over in a couple of months, and the videos will be on Dailymotion or whatever. His old videos. It will all be good, I think.
Yeah, he won't die, and that's what he's been saying a lot. It's just like he's going to be fine. It's like this. It's a big setback, but I don't see what else he's gonna do.
Like Digital,
Like-
this channel terminated a couple of times. Like people
Yeah,
forget
but he
that,
always
but
got
it
his
did. Yeah.
Monkey has more Patreon money per month than Moses Basement.
Oh yeah. In fairness,
is
that's probably
very-
because his channel was terminated. I think
Yeah.
people are like feeling bad for him.
Yeah.
I considered almost giving him money, but I was like, no.
I don't watch any of
I,
his content.
I wish he would make another book. I read The Triflers and it was actually pretty great
Yeah, it was
for
pretty
a
good,
first
yeah.
book.
Yeah.
He made the Supreme Gentleman or something, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but
some,
that doesn't really count for me. It's
Yeah.
more of a funny meme.
I don't think he talked about making anything new though. So I don't. He's more
Yeah.
into short
I
films.
hope
I
he
think.
does though.
Yeah. I like tell you guys if he ever like talks about it. Because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who like watches his content all here.
Yeah, I've just been following his like downfall and the Jackie stuff.
Jackie
Yeah,
stuff.
that's so sad. Yeah,
What happens with Jackie? What?
Jackie.
Yeah, just the whole drama. So it's not like Jackie stuff in specific, but the Asperger going abusing Jackie and all that, and then what Scorn put in chat in Munzie's server earlier.
Like, Jackie previously banned Saint's girlfriend, Jackie?
Yes,
Oh.
Yes.
yes, and
Wow,
then
really?
yes, that
Wow.
Jackie got together with Asper
Oh.
when he was drunk, and then Jackie accused Mumkey of raping his sister, but Mumkey doesn't have a sister. But yeah, but the whole situation is really fucked up because Mumkey called the police because, of course, Asperger attacked her, but then she blamed him because of victim complex or something. Because she has issues with that. And
So she like blamed Monkey and lied about a bunch of stuff about like you said that he had like sex with his sister and like he was making fun of it, Asperger, but he wasn't.
yes,
So, like, he made a video where like he looked like he was about to cry, basically explaining what was happening, and he's like really shit. Because like you don't get that with Monkey. Even when he was kicked off the PCP, he still sounded fine. This was actually I'm about to cry, and it was like it really hurt to see like Monkey fall that low.
Also,
And then to have his channel terminated is just like it hurts even more.
Also, if you listen to some of Jackie's old podcasts, she really has the troubled past and also had like really many abusive relationships. And basically Ben was one of the few, maybe the only one who really was good for her, but they had relationship troubles and now she ended up with another abusive boyfriend.
Yeah.
And Van Damme did an hour-long vlog with Econ. Actually, 2 hour-long vlogs with Econ. They were fun.
Apparently, like a while ago, Asperger called Monkey on a live stream, and like he had he'd been clean of the alcohol for a while, but like he was drunk, and then apparently he passed out while calling him, and like Monkey was like, "I hope he didn't die," like in a live stream.
Oof.
Asperger is like actually like incredibly depressing story.
Yes, I mean, yeah.
Because like I's gone now, but like there was videos of him and Monkey on the like film they made, and it's like they're like proper friends, and now it's everything that's happened is like is devastating. I feel like I feel like Asperger's a digibro who never got his content good. That like he was never successful, and that's like led him to be more like he's the worst aspects of digibro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would really say it's that because I think Asperger's problem is really addiction and possessiveness. That you mean you can possess something other
I feel
people, and I don't know. I think with Digi,
I think Digi's like not that bad about it. I think he's like
Yes.
healthy with it, healthier than most, or healthier
Yes.
than Asperger.
Yeah, the thing with Jackie and Asperger is like they just fed off of each other in all the right ways. Like Asperger would be super nice, and she had like I was in a call on Jackie's server, her Discord server, and like they'll just be like a guest appearance. I guess she'll just call, or like Asperger will come in the Discord call after work, and just like, oh, it's like a very like super nice, like honeymoon-esque, like super like wholesome, cute with each other. And so, like, I think Jackie really feeds off of that. And I don't know anything about his, like, Asperger's possessiveness, but, yeah, definitely on Jackie's end, I can see why she fed off of it so hard.
Yeah, I think Asperger's just a real white knight, so to speak, normally, because also about how hung up he was about the girl that ghosted him and everything. But I think the negative consequences of that are that it's not really a mutual equal relationship, so to speak.
This is fucking depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything left?
Like, all I'm thinking about is how these are the people who, you know, sometimes you don't make it out on the other side. Sometimes you're just dead. Sometimes you just end up in jail. Your story arc didn't complete.
Sometimes you're a Digi, bro. Other times you're an Asperger.
Exactly.
And that's like,
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to be an Asperger. I don't want.
no one wants to be an Asperger. Asperger
It doesn't even
want to
sound
be
that good.
Asperger.
Like Digibro, that's just a better name. It just sounds like, yeah, I want to be a digital bro. Like fucking Asperger. Like, oh, I don't want to be a shitty burger. You know,
Yeah.
Asperger.
Asperger's
I think we have on the list. We have one more person we could, I guess, talk about. Well, I have a couple more, but one more that would maybe be interesting, I guess.
Alright.
Which is not a very well-known one. Munzi.
Oh,
I know Manzi.
I don't know this Munzi guy. He sounds like a nerd.
Who
yeah,
the fuck is
it's probably a
Munzi?
fag.
Yeah. Actually, his content is great, and he only makes great stuff, and please don't unmod me.
I think what our friend is trying to say is that he doesn't make much content, so there's very little to actually judge him.
Alright, so with the,
I think his content is. I mean, he said this multiple times, but he basically made his content to get himself to watch more anime, and like the quality of his content isn't very. It's not very good. It's not bad, but it's not very good.
It's mostly just for filling time
Yeah.
while you do with the stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like he said, it's just like a way for him to like speak and stuff about it.
Yes.
Because I find that
this series called Taupe, the old anime
I know.
project, and that initialized. I think that's like a perfect representation of like that series was solely for what we're talking about. There was some like other stuff like random vlogs, maybe some music talk, but like most of his content and most memorable stuff that everyone in our community that like likes his stuff seems to like really like is the Taupe. I know Moosey really likes it.
That's the best.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I think he could. I would have liked it if he was a bit more analytical, I guess, about it.
But then you would dislike him because he's bad analytical.
No. Like I like it as like a filling air. I listen to some of them, but like I don't know. Maybe if he cut some stuff out, be more concise. Yeah.
I'm just
good. Yeah, Vamp, go.
I was just gonna say that I'm playing this game called Sonic World, where I'm just on this track, moving forward infinitely. And that's what I've been doing for the last 10 minutes.
Dope.
For the first hour I was painting and I had to stop.
Nice.
I got like 5 things painted.
Nice.
Yeah.
We need to do another paint session one day.
Yeah.
That would
Did actually-
On the topic of Manzi, I also like this one dumb podcast he was on with 2 other faggots. I don't know whom, the Trigger Boys. Gay.
Those fucking bitches.
Yeah.
We mean
Yeah,
about
Triggered. I bet they get triggered.
we mean about this in the Goblin Slayer podcast TM coming never.
Yeah. Sorry that I didn't remember that of that podcast. I literally can't listen to.
Yes.
You should have been there.
Vamp, when is it coming out?
He's not.
What's
I
coming
think
out?
we decided we're not because we're like cancelled. We're not watching any more Goblin Slayer. It's horrible.
Oh, I plan on I should probably just do it tonight. It's just doing it. It's
Vamp,
just rendering a video of it.
Vamp, do you want to watch
What?
Ogre Slayer? And we'll just do another podcast where we'll call Goblin Slayer, but we'll just talk about Ogre Slayer instead.
Hell yeah.
That would be good, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you're up for it. If you
Yeah,
care.
I'm also for it.
Alright.
Sounds pretty good.
Ogre Slayer is like real good.
Yes.
I think you would like it, Vamp. I think it fits you a lot.
Alright, I'm hype. Right now I'm still running forward.
This is
Okay, that's
running.
I'm like
days.
almost checked out.
do we have
I'm
anything
being
left to say?
I can go over
No.
a few.
What?
Did we talk about shaves? Caribou
Who?
Caribou Kun, you like posted it up.
Yeah, we talked about him already.
Alright, cool.
Oh yeah, real quick,
Sure.
Mother's Basement, on top of all the problems everyone presented here, also, I forgot to mention this, he literally extends his video scripts. Like, his content is fluffy, and it is on purpose.
Rezi mentioned that, I believe.
Yeah, I think she might have.
Yeah. I'm so...
Anyway.
God bless her soul. She said the passion color, so you know.
Depression gets us all. Some just more than others.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes. Mhm.
You know,
Oh.
I have a theory. Anime equals getting depression. Depression equals watching anime, and so the cycle continues. But then also
Oh, no.
getting depression equals becoming trans. And so I think I think we're
I
all
think
gonna
that's
be
more the
trans.
anime part of it, to be honest.
I mean, Vamp, I still have the recording of the pre-podcast for like episode 3 when you said we're all gamer girls.
Oh, there you go. And I also was a cat girl at some point. So there you go.
Easy. Anyway.
Yeah.
A few I can touch on is like Max or Weeb Trash Productions / Princess Plunderphonics. Basically just does not give a fuck. Made a 6-hour video just categorizing their life. It's like in the same vein of Outlaw kind of content sometimes, but a lot more structured and like just does whatever they want.
What does this have to do with anime?
They do AniTubes, kind of. Not really. Sort of.
Don't
Yeah,
mention it.
And also, I need to shout out Disc147, who kind of just also does that kind of random weird video, but occasionally dunks on people like Giguk and just calls people out on their shitty content. That's also nice. Gil lies here.
Yes, I mentioned him before. I love him.
Okay,
He's the best.
Gil is a very good boy.
Yeah, his meme
who else?
videos are great, and he himself is also great if you
Cynic
watch him.
Clinic.
What?
Cynic Clinic is pretty good. Makes not always anime stuff, but was it the Azumata Dio video he did recently? That was pretty good. Makes
More
bunch
like
of cool-
all gay people go die.
Yeah, there's a lot of gay shit.
Also, I have one more thing to mention, and I'm not gonna nuance it in any way because I'm tired. Zeria is fucking bad.
Yeah. I've not been bothered to watch Zeria's content
snap.
at all. I just don't give a shit. Sorry to say.
Fab, you have anything to add?
Row, fight the power.
We
About
talked about
Zeria?
Roger. I assume you talked about Roger Smith.
Zeria sucks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
There's nowhere more to go there.
Like,
Alright,
what
guys.
value Yes.
Xavier sucks.
Yes.
Yes. One YouTuber I want to shout out is Mathis97 because he's one of the few good shown YouTubers, and that came up. And there are some.
Was it Mathis 97?
Yes. Mathis97.
I'll look it up.
I mean, his earlier videos are shit, but the later ones can be good. So just for the record, not all shown YouTubers are complete shit. Just 90% or more.
Just like
super
normal
high
on YouTube.
Yeah, so they're equal ratio to the rest of the world.
Yeah. So it's very similar.
Super Ice Web Wolf was also bad.
Yes.
I like him. I like his. They're not
me
perfect, but they. I just think they most are good. Enough are good enough.
Yeah.
I think in terms of like getting into stuff, like he's great. Like he's like top tier, like Mother's Baby.
Normie God tier, so to speak.
Yes. Like he has issues, and I will say he does actually improve quite a bit.
Yes.
He is like actually trying to improve, and that's a good thing. And like his videos, like we said, his videos are like amazing for like, getting into anime and stuff. Like Glass Reflections are okay and really easy to consume, but like his are like actually good and very easy to consume. You just like can watch them so easy and get recommendations for like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a kind of thing where you start with Star Eye Patch Wolf, right? Super Eye Patch Wolf. Then, you transition into like, Digibro or something. And then you go to like Pause and Select. That's a progression
You
here
go from
in terms
Digibro
of...
to Ghost Lightning, and then that's also good.
No one reads text blogs.
Yeah, I am so saddened by the death of text blogs, to be honest.
I'm okay with dying off.
Like, I don't know, there were a lot of good ones, and you can't really find you can find the post back by like literally using the Internet Archive, which I have done, and like some of them are really good and like fucking amazing. So
But your favorite YouTuber Zeria wants to bring them back with the 12 Days of Anime.
Oh god, I don't even know what it is. I've seen people mention it, and I don't get it.
They just want to make a lot of content close to Christmas.
I could fucking like.
Just of it.
What are you qualifying as content?
Videos that are released on their channels.
So if I just made a video and completely
Relating
unrelated, and I just said this anime is
At one
good.
point, Best Guy Ever just made a Minecraft video and just released that, and that was considered good.
Yeah,
because people like Best Guy.
Yeah, that was Mia Mathavar, so that's a little bit of a different standard, I would say.
Yeah, it was actually good.
Yeah.
Alright. The last person I want to mention legitimately is Pedro, the pedantic romantic. She sucks. Like, honestly, like, there's like different kinds of Pedro content because there was a period, and I overall do not like her channel, but there was a period where she...
Yeah, because she does, like, she's really inconsistent, and like especially, like, I think she has some amazing videos, especially her first video on, March Comes In Like a Lion and The Secret to Incredible Anime, I find are completely amazing, and I love them.
Yeah, she has a few videos.
I think the problem with Pedro is that like she's a lot better than Buddha's Basement in the sense that she does do videos just for the views, just for the
that's what I was about to say. Is that there was a
like
there's a period where she did Shield.
Yeah, she did mention like the 30 days or whatever. She did like back her once.
I haven't seen any of her recent content.
And she was basically this is to help my dying channel to make it not dead anymore. I don't think she's posted a video since then.
No, actually I haven't seen any of the Bring Back the Romance videos. I
saw like two or three that were like all towards the end, which were basically just meta videos.
Recently she did a video on traps.
Oh
yes,
yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good video. A bit too long, but I thought it was a good video. I haven't seen anything. Not that much.
I didn't really like that video very much. It was very typical Pedro, where it's like there's a lot of good points and a lot of obvious points. Which obvious points are still good. But then there's like these few that I just like, I disagree with you here, and that's kind of integral to the whole thing. And I don't need to agree with you to like the video, but like I feel like some like you said earlier, it was a bit long. I find all her stuff to be way too fun. Yeah, that's basically with everyone on AnyTube, but man, I really gotta like you to like.
Oh, actually, one last mention from me, and this will be the last mention from me. Clear and Sweet, or Guy. He's doing a big old project on the Utena movie, and he's done a big old project on the Haruhi movie and a couple of other things. He's good. His videos are way too long and repetitive, and yeah, that's basically my major issues with him. And yeah, it's enjoyable though. I had a lot in the background whilst I was downloading shit, and it was really good and interesting and made me think,
Did we talk about Roger Smith?
School Days videos. I've only seen the School Days videos and the Brain Powered one, and I fucking love both of them.
Yeah, he makes some really good content. Like some of it is just like, yeah, I have the exact same idea. I agree with this. It's really good. So sometimes it kind of just says like stuff. I don't know how to explain, but it's just like, yeah, this is logical and good. People should know about this. And also his latest video on the
Brain Powered,
the Gundam one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not Gundam.
Tomino. It was Tomino talking about Tomino. I can't remember now.
Tomino has done way more than Gundam.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't he also do Gazi Swing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I think Tomino is kind of typecast as the Gundam guy, even though he's worked on a million other shows. He was like, besides Dezaki, he was the biggest episode director on Ashita no Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a lot of good stuff. Like, I think on a couple other Dezaki projects as well. He was on.
Yes. A lot of 80s mecha. He's worked on Kashoran, the old Kashoran. Yeah. And as well as like he did a whole bunch of fun, really fun, goofy, over the top mecha shows in the late 70s and early 80s that people don't talk about, because it's like, it's not about war. It's just about people having fun. Like L Game is like, it's basically Star Wars but better.
Nice.
With the franchise big of Gundam, a lot of his work is going to be overlooked, unfortunately.
Yeah, which is yeah.
But at least he has this monumental achievement that everybody appreciates.
Yeah, and once people are done with Gundam, they're going to look, oh, what other stuff has he done? He's done this other stuff, and watch this, and they'll get their win.
Yeah.
It just might take them a lot longer, and of course, it's not going to be as tough.
Granted, I do think the best thing he's done is Gundam related. Turn A Gundam is by far in a way the best written and directed thing he has done, in my opinion. But yeah, that's a topic for another time.
Yeah. Any last mentions for this podcast?
I want to sleep.
I want to sleep too.
Hashtag me too.
But yeah, Roger's good. Roger's good. Yeah. Watch his newest video.
Yeah.
Very beloved.
He doesn't even like the show he's talking about, but he just puts
finds
so much
it interesting. Yeah.
analysis in it. Yeah, he finds it really interesting. and that's really good.
Also,
I like that.
Brainpower has a fucking amazing soundtrack that you should totally listen to. It's a Yoko Kanno soundtrack.
Kanno's good.
Yeah.
No, I can't either.
Hashtag Ban Kanno.
Okay, any last words? Any last words?
Fine, Kano.
Watch good YouTube.
Good night, everybody.
Subscribe
Good morning.
And that is a